Let me try to make it flat for y'all. Oh, let me share it. Oh, maybe I should have got my paperwork. Where's everybody at? Well, it is Sunday. Let's just start. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Like, share, and subscribe. So, happy Sunday. Let's see what time it is. How was y'all Saturday? What did y'all do? I had an absolutely amazing Saturday. The birthday party was a blast. Okay? It was a hit. So it is 4:37 a.m. and it's Sunday, June 28, 2026. Can y'all see it? All right, 4:38 a.m. now. So let's tap in. Let's see what type of self-care you guys need to be working on. Just to start it off for the week. How y'all doing? Did y'all sleep good? Where are y'all from? I wanted to tap in with some of the older decks. Look for fairies. And it's so interesting. I was going to get the fairy deck, but I didn't. But anywho, let's tap in. Beauty ritual, okay, and building strength. So you guys could be exercising. You could be doing glamour magic. Okay, some of y'all could have changed your hair color. Okay, you might like to wear like rose crowns and stuff like that. Exercising more. Tapping in with your spiritual gifts. Okay, let's see. Flow like water. Let's see what y'all got going on. Nourish your temple. Yeah. You guys could be having digestive system issues. Okay. Some of you guys could be pregnant. You could be doing womb work, drinking teas. I heard something about Tulsi, holy basil. Okay, hydrate, drinking more water. Tap in, y'all. Let's read. You guys could be taking a lot of baths. You could be 38 years old. You could have a flower tattoo on your leg. Tap in. Okay, let's see. Something about drugs too. Somebody could be like detoxing from like drugs, you know, like alcohol, weed, and stuff like that. Okay, so the mantra is, I nourish my body with healthy food, clean water, and positive self-talk. You guys could have like a heart tattoo. Could be doing like a lot of body scrubs and masks. You know how I have self-care day on Friday. You guys can have it today. It could be your self-care day today. Nice. Could have a lot of tattoos. You could have like little small sensual tattoos instead of big abrasive ones. Okay. Some of you guys could be doulas. You might like to go out in nature and like sun dance or swimming too. Or like you know how they say witches, they go outside and dance naked in the forest and shit like that. You might like to do that. Tap in. Okay, let's see what Kipper. This is the deck I was talking about, guys. I said I wanted to use this. I have been seeing this since last week. So let's tap in. Ooh, marriage. What y'all got going on? How was y'all day? How was your Saturday? Ooh, what's going on? Tap, tap, tap in. That's nice. Something could be looking up when your finances. Maybe because you started taking care of yourself. Somebody could be visiting a cemetery, like a passed on loved one. You could have recently had a death, or some of you guys could have even been scared to go to a cemetery. Okay, ooh, sudden wealth. Divine timing with that 11, and then we have 38 here. So 11 could be very significant. All right, now come through. And with this nourish your temple, you could be a male or a female. You don't have to just because it's a woman on here, confirmation doesn't mean it's only for females. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody could be concerned about this. Okay? See, I could have put in a lot of work to receive this. And there go 38 again. So some of you guys could be 38. You might want to look that number up, 38, 38. Let's look it up and see. Ooh, 444 on the clock. So y'all could be tapping in with that number as well. A lot of stability, a lot of protection when it comes to your home, your family, your stability. I love it. The energy feel great. I'm telling you, I had a bomb-ass day yesterday, and I promise you I'm having a better day today. I have to do a brunch, so I'm ready. I already seasoned up all the food. Tap in. 16 people in here and I ain't got no likes. Come on now. What's going on? I heard what's going on. Ooh, what's going on? Let's look up 38. So y'all get my likes up. Ooh. It says angel number 3838, never giving up on your dreams. With angel number 3838 in your life, the tough days are coming to an end and better days are about to begin. Wow. Look at that. Tap in. It was 9:44 on the clock. You don't see the like button. Oh man, that's terrible. Just tap your screen, double tap your screen depending on what device you're on. Ooh, 1133 could be significant too. You could be life past 33 or life path 11 or 22. You could be ascended masters. There's a lot of concern out here. I don't know why. Maybe this is a lover about something you're building, who you're connecting with, who you're possibly sleeping with. And it's like, why do you care? You know what I'm saying? Why do you care what I'm doing with my cootie cat or my wand? Yeah, somebody's worried about who you're giving to. This could be family. All right, let's get one more and then we're going to break it down. How y'all doing? Top of the AM. Something about polka dots, too. Ooh. Yeah. With the 31, with the 1133. So y'all could be seeing 1331. Yeah, somebody could not be feeling well. Somebody could be lovesick. Somebody could have gave somebody. Why do we keep getting this? Who is out there giving people stuff? What is going on with this gift here with the lovers? Is somebody sick out here? Is somebody about to be found out? What is going on? Did somebody sleep with somebody for some money or something? Or somebody's so worried about their finances that they're making themselves sick. Message of concern. This is an official person. Maybe somebody's worried about an inheritance or a will or something like that. Yeah, unexpected income. This woman, you know what I'm getting? Somebody might have thought, somebody might even feel like if they destroy a will or something, then it'll automatically go to them. But if somebody has children and is like not married, it would go to their children. It wouldn't go to whoever this might be. So whether male or female, you know? Oh my God. Somebody could have even withdrew because they were under the weather. Hi, thank you. Jules, that's my sister's name. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, gracious glory. Yeah. A message, a letter, information from the courts. Wow. All right, y'all, let's tap in. Yeah, look, somebody's worried about receiving. No, I'll probably do questions at the end if I have time. Yeah. Somebody's waiting on some type of come up. Y'all seen them just fall out. Yeah. Somebody's expecting something. And they're just patiently waiting. From the courts. This could be like a settlement with this sudden wealth, and somebody else is worried about this. Very much so concerned. And remember I said the struggle era is over when I read 3838. So this could have just been you guys more so focused on your vessel, cleaning up yourself with internally to be able to attract this money in. You know? Tap in, good shit. Just going out, having a good time, living your best life. Somebody's name is Maria. Somebody could be a Delta too. Like you could be Greek Delta. Positive energy and love begins. I'm telling you. I'm hearing that song. I know you wanna cry all night. Exciting news. Somebody could be upset. Maybe you guys recently opened your heart, started being more loving, releasing certain things. Okay? Returning to you. Ooh, what flipped over? Desires a reconnection. Oh my God, guys, what y'all got going on? I know you wanna cry all night. Good shit. Let's get some more. Let it go, take a trip. Some of y'all could have did that. You could have released somebody and let it go. This could even been a family member or a friend or a foe or whoever. And you just disconnected. You could have recently, like, released somebody, like, really released them. This is giving me 333 here. If you think about it with the ones. And we saw 444. So this could be a divine feminine who disconnected. Because when I went to go check that angel number, it was 444. Okay? This could be 44 if you want to be technical as well. Or 33333. So that could be your signature number. Some type of completion. Okay? And you closing out a cycle with whoever this might have been. With the 13 as well. You could be seeing 1331. Let's look it up. You could be seeing that number as well. I know you wanna cry all night. Y'all, I had such a good time yesterday. I had such a good time. I had a great day, a great Saturday. You know, much needed. It says the angels, angel number 1331, are equipping you with positive energies and boosting your confidence levels. Bitch. All because you've been doing the work. 37 people in the chat and I only got 10 likes. Y'all gotta do better. Yeah, somebody definitely lurking. You could be, you could have recently came back from Colombia. Yeah, somebody's envious of you. That's who that is that's concerned. Let's tap in. Oh, it's 3311 in the chat. Tap in. Let me see if I can take a screenshot. Hey. Thank you, guys. Yeah, a lot of angel numbers coming through, right? So you know the divine is definitely in here. You guys could get in a new home. Whoever this is could feel concerned. Okay? Maybe somebody want to have a conversation. Yeah. Fire ignited. But remember, guys, that portal is not even a portal. Retrograde. Ain't it today? Starts tomorrow or something like that. So remember, when retrograde comes around, not necessarily that you're supposed to reconnect with somebody. Maybe you're just supposed to reconnect with them to have a conversation, clear something up, you know, close something out, redo, like not even redo. You could be redoing, but it's just more so like revising or, you know what I'm saying? Reevaluating. So put it where it fit for you. All right, what's this sudden wealth? I know you wanna cry all night. And this came out yesterday. This was the first card, not this deck, but Trust came out, and I believe it was another deck. Yeah, you might be getting a conversation. 46 in the chat, and I only got 12 likes. I'm gonna need y'all to tap in. Let's go. Tap in. Hey, Medicine. See? I said this could just be somebody y'all reconnecting with to completely close something out. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Trust fell out again. Ooh. Maybe somebody wants you to trust them again. And I always felt like if you don't trust people, right, it's because you don't truly trust yourself. But you have to make it fit for you. But there are some people who aren't trustworthy, but you have to trust yourself enough to know, like, I don't want to deal with that person, or I'm not going to deal with that person's behavior. You know what I'm saying? So it's completely up to y'all. What's this sudden wealth? Open your heart. That's what y'all been doing. Clearing up your aura. And that's why you're attracting this money. OMG. What's this concern? Let's see what this is. Ask for help. Yeah. And this could even be you guys who came into some type of money and you need to connect with like a financial advisor. So tap in. What's this concern? Empathy overload, yeah. With especially with this open heart, you could feel everything. You could absorb a lot of people's energy. That's probably why you need to do like some type of detox. Okay, whether this is like digital or social settings, going out, socializing. Like I told you guys, I went out yesterday and I had such a good time, but I don't go out all the time. So you might be one of those people when you're around a lot of people, you have to de-stress. Like you might need a while, long periods to, you know what I'm saying? Relax yourself. You could have had a temporary setback in your health. Okay? You could have just been out spending money, fear and worry. Some of y'all are scared because y'all coming up into some money or something like that, or some type of fame or stardom. And it could just be a little bit overwhelming. Yeah. And I mean, it be like that because especially like if you're in the hood or if you're around certain people who you possibly feel like you cannot trust to let them even know you have this money because they might set you up. That could be what's going on. Or you could even be like, you see how like I'm a reader? You could have been getting like a lot more consultations and, you know, just like how my channel's attracting more people, and you're just like, it's just too much. She said, how do I love myself? Girl, you got to start working on you. Figuring out the things you like. Stop self-sabotaging. Pour into you. Get your ass up. Get yourself dressed up. Start eating better. Start exercising. Do the things that you love. Stop people pleasing. And definitely stop asking people how you're supposed to love yourself. I can't tell you how to love yourself, love. Yeah. Not allowing people to run over you. Stop always overgiving. Stop opening your heart to the wrong people. You know? Learning how to say no. This could even be what this money is here. You're consistently pouring out to other people and it's just too fucking much. And it's draining you in a sense. You know? Maybe you're just sick and tired of people. Maybe you're not in bad health. Maybe you're just sick and fucking tired of people always coming to you for everything. You know what I'm saying? It get like that. It gets very, very overwhelming. You could be the type, like usually when I go out to birthday parties and I usually be on my son, like I have to watch him consistently. I'm always just hovering over him. But yesterday I actually sat down and just let him do him, even though I can still see him, instead of, you know, worrying about if he go over there, I gotta go too, or if he go that way, I gotta go. I actually sat my fucking ass down and talked to some of the other parents. You know what I'm saying? Enjoyed some good food and conversation. You know? Yeah, love yourself. It's like I needed it. Like I didn't even realize how much I needed to just decompress. You know what I'm saying? So maybe some of you guys need to just go out. Go do a little sunbathing. You know what I'm saying? Go out by yourself. You know? Thank you, love. Yeah, you guys could just be scared. Some of you guys might feel like, oh, you opening your heart, or you know, you just don't understand your gifts at this time, and it might be making you sick, or you might be scaring yourself into this sickness, because it all starts with your mind, you know? So some of you guys could just be tapping in and it's making you really scary. Maybe you're overwhelmed because you never really opened up your heart and you never really truly loved. You know? People always say, oh, but I loved him. But did you really? Do you really know what love is? You know what I'm saying? We can say we love these people so much, but do we really know what love is? Genuine love. Or was it just conditioned? Some of y'all could have just got your heart broken recently, and it's just too much. Because we could say we loved all our ex-partners or whatever the case may be, but was it really truly love? Or were you in lust? Or were you just in liking? Or, you know what I'm saying? For that moment. Because the minute somebody do something, you be like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a lot of things. Memories. You could just be reminiscing. And it could just be a lot. Maybe this is somebody else who's thinking about, with the whole sudden wealth here, somebody could have even came into some money and gave, like, you know, supported people they weren't supposed to, and now they're sitting back and thinking like, damn, I'm sick, I'm under the weather, and all them people I looked out for, they can't even hold space for me now, you know? Yeah, fresh start and alignment. Wow. And it get like that. You turn your heart off a little bit, or you kind of turn yourself down. And you don't even realize it. And it's funny because I met this lady, young lady. She was way younger than us. We were all like, how old are you? It was insane. I'm like, yo, if I was that age again, bitch. Child. I couldn't even tell y'all the last time I was that age. Or what was I doing? Yo, I couldn't believe she was so young. And she was telling us that she was with somebody for 6 years, and you know, and I'm like, girl, you got to move around. You got your whole life ahead of you. If I knew somebody, if I had people around me that would have told me at 28 that when you get up to our age, you wouldn't even be worried about these people, child, I would have been so much better off. So some of you guys could be 33, 31, okay? And y'all starting to realize that you have to pour into yourself. It's best if you took care of yourself. I even said to her, do you take like collagen? She was like, no. I said, girl, you better start, because ain't nobody tell me we needed collagen and all of that stuff. Not even like the OB. They didn't tell us that we needed that stuff. It's just now in my older age I'm realizing I need that for like the chin fat and all of that. And I'm like, nobody told me. So y'all could just have people around you who don't pour into y'all. Yeah, ran out and ghosted me. How old am I? How old do I look? I ain't 57 yet, but you know. It's funny because when I told them how old I was, they were shocked. Passive buyer energies. Hey, Heidi. It's all right. We do drive-bys around here. College is expensive. Yeah. Exactly. You just told me. Thank you. You're welcome, love. I like your hair. Thank you. I had to try something new, y'all. You know how long I had this shit? I had bought this, I think, I had bought this about 7 years ago, and I had it in a box. I said, why am I going to go buy new hair when I could just, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, Ashley's 46. Thank you. I love this color. Everybody said I look better with blonde, so I had bought this years ago. I have a couple of them in there, but I just, you know, that's the thing. You probably have been like, you probably realizing you have so many things that you wanted to experience, but because you just wasn't in the energy, you kind of let yourself go. You know how many clothes I have in here, and I tried to put those same clothes that I bought years ago on, and none of them fucking fit me. I couldn't believe it. I was in here like, this was me literally yesterday. Like, maybe I'll just wear a towel. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Thank you. But you got to start getting back out there and start putting yourself first. We tend to put other people. And I had to tell that girl that yesterday because she was telling me a couple of things, and I ain't going to put her business out there. But I'm like, honey, you are too young and beautiful to be 6 years in and this nigga acting brand new. You're gonna have to move around, love. And I told her it might be hard, but it is nothing more empowering than putting yourself first. And I had to ask her, like, if you leave, look at all the things that you feel like you might be missing. And she was like, it won't be nothing. Exactly. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? It's about to be summertime. I said, look at all these men out here who are talking to you, who are giving you conversation. I said, sometimes you got to let them niggas love you more than you love them. You got to stop being so nice to these niggas too. Because they don't like when you're nice to them. They like when you give them a lot of, and I'm not encouraging this. I'm just saying. I've noticed. Niggas don't like when you're nice to them. They like it when you give them a run for their fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Exactly. You can redesign. For real. And I'm telling you, it took me a long time. I could definitely be transparent with y'all. It took me a long, long time. After my son's father, my last one, it took me a long time. A long, long time. Because I was like, okay, what the fuck is happening? Why am I back in the same situation? There has to be something going on with me for me to keep going through the same bullshit. So I have to, and I took a long time to work on myself to get to this place, to the point where I'm like, I refuse to let anybody fuck up what I got going on, or my energy, or make me feel how I just came from feeling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you are being authentic though, because you're being nice to the motherfucker. But the minute, what I've noticed, I can't say, you should always be authentic though. And I feel like that's what it is. We are authentic and we genuinely give these men ourselves. When we first meet them, we genuinely give them us. And they take that for granted. And then they start dog walking us because they feel like, oh, this one's a simp, I could do whatever. And they be testing you. Men already come into the situation testing you from the door. They try to see how they could run you over. They see how they could emotionally manipulate you. I saw this lady who came across my timeline, and she said how she was dating this guy for a little while, or whatever the case may be. She told him her arrival date and time and her departure date and time. She said down to the last day, the nigga hit her and was like, she woke up and he had on like some football jersey or baseball something or another, and he gonna talk about he gonna drop her off at the airport. He had a game. I don't know, she said he didn't remember or whatever, but she said he had a game with his kid. Why would you schedule a game with his kid, with your kid, and you know I'm coming in town? She said that nigga dropped her off at the fucking airport for 6 hours. But she said he was testing her to see if she was going to make a big deal or if she was going to be sympathetic. Bitch, what? What? Man, that nigga would have never saw me again. I wouldn't give a fuck about none of that. You knew I was coming in town and you gonna have me sit. Who the fuck wanna sit at the airport for an hour? And especially the type of person that I am, I be telling y'all, I told y'all I was going to Bahamas, bitch. My mother was like, you supposed to be at the airport 3 hours early. I said, I'm not. I went there to the point where they told me I couldn't even get on the bitch because they just closed out the bagging thing for 15 minutes, or maybe, I think it was like 5 minutes. I hate sitting at the fucking airport. I hate sitting there, to the point where I had to get a different flight. I don't want to sit there all that time. So men will do that. They will already be testing you. And we come in here genuinely like, oh, I like this one. You know, and some of us tend to marry them off in our head before the shit even gets started, or before you even get to know them. And they can see that. They can tell. And then they will run your ass over. And then you be sitting here like, what the fuck? So it's something you have to work on with yourself. But for her to come in here and say, how can I love myself? Maybe that's what y'all starting to do, pour into yourself. You could have came up on a bag or just started focusing on your money. And that's what's opening up your heart more. And you could even be concerned with like being too empathetic. You know what I'm saying? Or feeling like you're not going to be able to balance it. Because yesterday, at the way I was a little bit, not, I wasn't overwhelmed, but I was concerned because I don't really fool with them people. But I had to just relax and not think about it too much. And it was such a vibe, you know? So let's see what this bad health is. And this could even be somebody too who's concerned because they can no longer manipulate you. It's like somebody else could be feeling more when they wanted you to feel more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, we don't need nice women. Women are naturally nice. That's why you're attracted to us. We are being our authentic self. But y'all niggas want to mold us and shape us into what you want us to be. And when we're not that, then you start the bullshit, you know? So we could read that question all different with your ways tuned, but no. And that's the thing. You'll meet us when we are authentic, but then you start doing shit like how the girl was telling me. And then it's like, and I told her, I said, how much longer are you going to stay? To the point where by the time he is ready to offer you the marriage, you're not going to want to marry him no more. And they do that. They will never leave you. They'll make you leave them. So they can say like, oh, she's the one who left. But men know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. It's given like a leech. Vampire energy. It's like they want to break your confidence. You know? And that's what's happening. You can see her like going, dumbing down to the point where she's beating herself up like, why doesn't this person love me? What's wrong with me? Why they don't want to marry? Instead of putting it back on them, like she's taking on, you know. I had to school her yesterday, child. Okay, I had to school her yesterday, and she was looking at me like I never looked at it like that. I said, you need to. That's why we here, girl. And it's not like no scorn woman. I told her all. I was just making her see her worth. I didn't even have to say nothing about him because I didn't really know too much. But certain things I was asking her, she was just like, no. I said, well, you got to start there. You know what I'm saying? You got to start there. Exactly. It's not her, it's them. And men will do that. They'll test you any way they can. Hey, Ashley. Thank you, love. I love a good curl. Yeah. The best way, yep. And that's the thing, men will do that. They will notice women who actually do love themselves and they be like, oh, I'm gonna go break her down. Just because. Because they hate themselves. They project. Low self-esteem happen, multiple baby daddies, ashy, brainwashed, lost soul, focus on yourself. Exactly. I'm a cat, dog is better for your mental health. It depends what you like. I like dogs. Yeah, much more bullshit. I'm trying to tell you. And that's the thing. We stay in it in the long haul thinking that we can change them or get them to see our point of view, and they never will, you know? But yeah, what's this? Bad health? And we gonna move on. Ooh. Sexual interest. Somebody could have gave somebody something, bitch. Somebody could have gave somebody something. And especially if you're an empath with this whole nourish your temple, you could have been picking up somebody else's energy. If you recently had some type of intercourse with somebody, you could pick up their energy. Oh my God. Hold on, I gotta stretch my leg out. Somebody could be thinking about this. Somebody could have even went on a trip and slept with someone. And now they're connected and fused to whoever this is. Somebody could even got some type of advice like you need to be more open. You need to work more out of your emotion, you know? Or somebody's learning that. Or somebody else learned this from someone, but they might have not known that somebody else was an empath when they slept with them, and now they're sick because somebody probably can't even hold the charge, you know? Yeah. The time is now. Let's go around one more. What's this? Open your heart with the money. New lifestyle. Yeah. I got 43 likes, 43 people in the chat and only 23 likes. What's happening? What's going on? Tap in. Are y'all hungover? What y'all got going on? What y'all did last night? Yeah. Somebody might be texting you. Children could be involved. This could be a baby daddy, baby mother. Okay, so when I say hold the charge, like, I always believe that, like, say a loved one passed away. You ever notice how you're kind of numb to the whole situation from the minute you get the call, right? From the minute you get the call, you kind of go numb. You don't remember anything, even if you drink. For example, when my sister died, I drank 2 liters of Ray and Nephew by myself. I was not drunk. I did not throw up. I didn't have a headache. I felt nothing. And I always believe once a loved one dies, you fuse with them. You know what I'm saying? You fuse with them. You kind of take on all of their energy. Because remember, we're all energy, right? Don't you notice, like, once they die, you want to do stuff. Certain things you might have not wanted to even do, you want to do. Okay? So it's kind of like when they pass, it's kind of like you're having like a death as well, because you have to recalibrate to be able to absorb whatever they're gonna be able to give you, especially if you're like the curse breaker or the lineage breaker, or you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to clear out the bloodline, or you know what I'm saying. I don't really know how to explain it, but you basically take on their essence, you know. To me, that's what I believe. So this could be somebody who thought they were gonna come and mess up your energy, and they could have felt like, oh, I'm going to sleep with this person to take, you know what I'm saying, like kind of like swap the energy. Or because men, once you sleep with somebody, you fuse with them. You pick up their energy, they pick up your energy. At least for me, especially if you're an empath, you're gonna start dreaming about things that this person got going on. And I even I just recently realized, like, you could even pick up energy from money. Like, you could, for me though, I can see how the money was spent. Okay, you know how some people touch certain things and they can get visions and messages from that. So this could have been somebody who is a fucking vampire, or possibly a warlock, or dibble and dabble in the darker arts, right? Came across you and felt like, oh, I think I want that. I want to get with that. Okay? Or they saw you, you came up on a couple of dollars, or you look like you have money, or whatever the case may be. And now they could be concerned because y'all might have slept together and they cannot hold the charge. It made them sick. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you ever notice how when you sleep with somebody, either you feel great or you be extra fucking tired. So this could have been somebody who might have not known that you know how to transmute energy. Or they thought like you were an easy lick, or whatever the case may be, whether male or female. And they're sick now. Okay? This could have been a vampire who thought they were going to come and kind of give you all their burdens if you are empathic, and take all your good energy. And it's like, hold up, bitch. You might have even made sure you disconnected. You see this right here? When it goes in a circle, you might do a ritual before you even sleep with anybody, because you're supposed to pray. Well, not pray, but you're supposed to shield yourself in a sense before you sleep with anybody. And then after, you're supposed to like cleanse and do, especially if you are a light worker or you are into the arts, you know? So this could have been somebody who fucked around and found out. Maybe somebody thought they was going to come and dick you down or whip you, pussy whip you, and they over there going through it. It be like that. You know what I'm saying? This could even been somebody who was projecting on you, projecting on you, projecting on you, projecting on you, to possibly go out and entice you, in a sense, to go out and sleep with other people or get drunk or do some low vibrational shit. And that shit, it was like a boomerang. And I tell people, when you doing certain things, they don't know what you do. So if you're doing certain things, it just ricochet right back. I always tell people the energy is like this. So if you like, oh, I'm an abracadabra her, I'm an abracadabra her, especially if she's shield, it's gonna just be looming around your head until it fuses back down into your energy, because it ain't go nowhere. It's still with you. That's why I tell you, have the best intentions for people, because you might think you're doing something to someone else and you're doing it to yourself. So this could be somebody who thought they were gonna come and get you sick, and you could even be like your womb could be very healing. Yeah. Let's see what this empath overload is. If that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. I'm trying to learn how to better break down how I'm seeing it, to be able to, you know, for y'all to receive it. But who gonna get it, gonna get it. Who is that, Mike? Hey, Mike. Is that Micah? Michael. Oh. I've been hearing Mike Jones, still tripping. Dun-dun. Yeah, energy cleanse. I cannot make this shit up. What did I just say? Somebody don't know what you do, and maybe they felt like they were gonna do something to you, but now they worry because they might have thought they was gonna come and dump or trauma dump or project some bullshit on you. And look at this person. They're concerned now because it didn't work. Whatever they did, it never left them, or it's harming them and not you. Y'all seen it? I just said all of that to say that. So somebody's worried now because something ain't work, baby. And that's the thing. Somebody could have even been like, if this is like energy work, they could have been doing something for you to open your heart to them. being that I said the whole retrograde is about to start. Okay, opening up, wanted you to open up your heart, or some type of, have some type of emotion or desire for them. You know, maybe somebody is coming in back in not necessarily new energy, but financially stable. Even though that is a new energy, but you could be a bitch ass nigga or a bum ass bitch and come up on a couple of dollars, but you still that raggedy bitch until you do your healing work. You see what I'm saying? So no matter how much money you have, no matter how many designer you have or whatever, you still that raggedy ass bitch until you do your work. So this could have been somebody who might came back around or is trying to or whatever, and they're coming back like, look at me, I'm all dolled up and shit, but they still raggedy because that spirit is still dirty as a dumpster. Okay? Still dirty as the bottom of the barrel of a dumpster, bitch. Yeah, some people come to just take your energy and sleep with you and dump all they guck on you and then take their little bit of shit. Don't you notice, especially if you have a nigga like that who, that's why the whole friends with benefit shit, y'all need to just scratch that. Because if you notice that you'll speak to someone and then they won't come back for a little while, and then they come back and then you feel like shit and they be going again and then they won't come back again. It's like they need a fuel or a re-up. I used to have this homeboy, right? And he used to be like, he need his prescription. I used to be looking at him like, nigga, the pharmacy is closed. I'm trying to tell you, the pharmacy is motherfucking closed. And then buck out on you, yeah. You been selling what, cat? What you selling, girl? What are you talking about? She said, Jackie, what is you talking about, Jackie? She said, and some people come just to take your energy and sleep with you and then buck out on you. That's why I've been selling for 8 months now. Selling what? I know you're not selling cat, Jackie. You better stop it. Mm-hmm. Sagittarius, me. Oh, I knew a Sagittarius. I heard I was in love with a Sagittarius. The emotions, what she said, emotions is overload or something like that. Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, I love. Yep, oh y'all. Beyonce. They hide the truth in plain sight. What you talking about, Mike? I don't understand. My dad is Michael Jackson. You trolling? Here we go. I'm gonna let him ride too. Pay him no mind. Hey, Ernestine. Hey, is this free reading? Yeah, it is a free reading. It's a collective reading, Dia. Yeah, that only gets so far when they think they stole my energy. Then it wears off and they realize they didn't steal shit. Yeah. And still comes right back. Yep. I hope you're not out there doing no tricky, Jackie. It's a collective reading, Dia. It's free for everyone. I'm not doing any like personal readings. If you want a personal, go to my description box. Oh, Michael Jackson told you that he was your dad. Okay. You're his daughter. Cool. Oh. Oh, typo. Okay, I'm about to say, girl, that sound funny when you said it. Hey, queen. Okay, so let's see what this sexual interest is here. Or this could, confirmation, I'm about to say it. This could have been somebody you let go. Okay? You could have opened up your heart and started feeling more and attracting the lifestyle you want with this 11 here. Okay? Because you could have realized you were a master manifester when you were around 31. And maybe you didn't even know your power or your energy at one point in time, and you started doing the work on yourself. For me to say that whole thing in the beginning, and whoever this sexual interest is, you probably cut this fucking leech or vampire off when Toon said what he said. Remember I said that? So you could have cut whoever this off, and now they're fucking concerned. Because maybe they could have used your emotions against you. You understand? But you started cleansing and probably working on yourself and not telling nobody. And now this shit is going to stay. Whatever they sending you is going to stay right with whoever the fuck it's going to stay with. I see the let go in here. What's this bad habit with sexual interest? Goodbye, bitch. I cannot make it up. I told you. I love it. I'm telling you. And I know I be talking a lot and saying all certain things, but everything connect with the reading. Every single thing. You know? Yeah, let's tap in. Shift your focus. And that's what y'all did. There's 48 people in here. I'm gonna need 48 likes. We at 30, 31. Tap in. Hey. What? Oh, Ellipsis, yeah. Bumblebee. I'm good, Bumblebee. Oh, Bumblebee, you was from that 7-hour live, right? How you been? How did everything work out for you? I'm glad you could catch a live. Did I miss anybody? Okay, let's move on, guys. Tap in, tap your girl in. Love begins. Okay, let's see what else is next. I want to use some of these. These is the old school cards. I wanted to get the, like, you know, what is this? A crystal? Citrine. I try to put a crystal in all my decks. It's about to get messy. Shadow Love Tea. Vibes about it. I love her cards. Absolutely amazing. Where's the box? Where's the book? The book. Does it come with a book? I don't remember. Competition and impetus. Impetuous. Impulsive, reactive, based on fear, paranoia, and anxiety, regretful actions. That's whoever this is right here that you cut off. This person could have been in competition with you. And it's like, you're supposed to love me. We're supposed to be a unit. We're supposed to be connected if this is like a love interest. Why are we in competition? Why is there so much run against? Why does it seem like every time I try to do something for us, it's a problem? You know? It's like somebody don't want to see you elevate. And it be like that. And a lot of men are intimidated by strong-headed, independent women. And instead of looking at it as like, damn, I got me a good one, a nice one, you know, all I could do is love and help this person evolve even more while I evolve as well. They look at it like, oh, this bitch thinks she better than me. Oh, I'm gonna fuck her up, watch. And it's just so petty and it's so trifling when you could have just got on board. But these are people who don't love themselves. They have mommy daddy issues. They still holding on to that, still blaming their parents instead of looking at themselves. Like, there's no reason you should be in your adult age still blaming your parents. You need to give them back whatever the fuck that was that you're holding on to and move the fuck on. And I know it's easy, either easier said than done, but we adults out here, we need to start acting like it. This could just even be somebody who always go after people who are financially stable. You understand? And then they ran up on the right one, bitch. Ran up on the right one, and your shadow was like, hello, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. They might have been seeing this, but the shadow was like, let's have a conversation. We should get to know each other. And they thought they was gonna dog walk you, and your shadow was dog walking them the whole time. You gotta tap in. It's 51 of y'all in here, and I only got 36 likes. I'll wait. I'll wait. I ain't even gonna tell y'all what came out. I'm gonna put it right there. This could be somebody who's a serial dater, and they go after women who, you know, this could even be somebody who have a certain type, and they only go after holistic feminine. Just giving y'all an example. And they might have was able to destabilize other women. So when they came across you, it was like, oh, this shit been working all this time. How come I can't get this one? Because you're actually a real one. Because remember, motherfuckers love trending. They love to act like they do all these things, but they don't even halfway be doing the fucking work. Okay? They don't be doing half the shit that they be telling y'all to do. And you can always tell and see how that shit be boomeranging and busting their ass because you not living right. There goes another one. Ooh, y'all gonna love that second one. Let me see what y'all saying. I got the air conditioner on in my son's playroom. And child, this shit is fucking me up. But the minute I turn it off, I'm gonna be in here like, oh, I'm hot. Okay? My husband been using crystal work on me. Now I let him go. I'm an Aquarius. He tried to make me look bad to everyone. And all you've been saying is what I've been going through. Wow. But I'm done. That's fucked up, Queen. But Queen, you an Aquarius. Y'all motherfuckers standing in a class of your own. And that's the thing. People, once you start working on you and you start really honing in on yourself, and that's why they be trying to destroy the divine feminine now, because a lot of them are waking up. And yeah, you can't play with them no more. It ain't like one time in, you know, I've been seeing a lot of things on the timeline where they were saying that men are realizing that women rather be single. They rather be by themselves. Not saying that's the best thing, but until you understand who you truly are, it's the best way to go about it. Or else you're going to keep running into motherfuckers or attracting people like this. You know? So, once you tap into that Aquarius energy, bitch, I don't think niggas is fucking with y'all. Thank you, Ernestine. Yeah. And I always tell people, work on yourself. I had to learn that a long time. Work on yourself. And once I started really focusing on myself and stopped worrying about what my ex was doing or why the motherfucker did this and why. And it's like, why are you still holding on to this shit? That motherfucker out there living his best fucking life. Why are you worrying about it? Focus on you. And once I started turning back inward and started really working on me, not worrying about no nigga, or not worrying about money and survival and all of that shit, and just really like sitting with myself, game changer. I'm telling you too, y'all gonna realize that certain things that y'all think y'all need, y'all don't even need it. Once you start evolving, you're gonna see like it's just like a magnet. You ever seen a magnet and it's come to you? It just the shit just be coming to you, just be coming to you, just be coming to you. Okay, tap in. Like, okay, y'all didn't get my likes up. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. My mama's a Pisces. And I'm scratching my foot. Y'all know under there might look like. What's she scratching on my foot? My foot is right here. What she said? P and the guy. P and the guy. So they really ain't even interested in women anyway. Go to try to make the women feel bad. Yeah, a lot of men do that. And I noticed that with the GAY guys. And I might get some backlash, but shit, this is my personal opinion. I feel like a lot of those guys, they see you and they're jealous of that, the fact that you're actually a woman, especially the one like the TRAN. My opinion, and they see you and it's like they envy the fact that you're actually what they inspire to be, and they feel like they have to attack you, or it's a competition, or, and it's like, how is it a competition when I actually have a, see what I'm saying? Not all of them, but a few that I've come across. And some of the, yeah, somebody might think like I come off like a bully, but I'm not. People feel like you're a bully when you have an opinion about something. What I've noticed, people feel like you are a bully or you're attacking when you just have an opinion about a certain, you know what I'm saying? Your own freedom of speech. But because they're doing whatever they're doing, they feel like you shouldn't speak on it. But I feel like if you don't feel like it's anything wrong with it, why do you care what I say? You understand? I'm just speaking how I feel about the situation. And that's the thing. You can't say certain things, you'll get canceled. You can't do this. And it's like, bitch, who's going to cancel me? When I know myself, who the fuck is really going to cancel me? YouTube? Like, make it make sense. Like, this is one little aspect of my whole fucking life and being. Why would I be concerned, you know? But they try to shame people into being quiet or not being able to express themselves because they feel a certain way, you know? Yeah. Yeah. And remember, men are supposed to hunt us. They're supposed to chase us. And a lot of, I had to tell that girl yesterday, real high priestesses, real divine feminine, we choose the man. They don't choose us. So when you sitting there waiting for a nigga to marry you, you have to accept it once he, you know what I'm saying, do ask you to do that. It's not the other way around. And that's where we get it fucked up. We put these niggas up, prop them up like they're some fucking prize when we are the fucking prize. But the whole patriarch system have the shit flipped backwards to make it feel like, oh, we need a man to take care of us. You know how many women I see on here that come across? There's this guy on here, I don't remember his name, but he always interview older people. Or he'll ask you if you can tell your 20-year-old self something now, and these women be like 80 or whatever the case may be. They'll tell you, do not get married when you're young. Live your life first and then get married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 47 people in here and I only got 40 likes. I'm gonna need y'all to tap in. You're always welcome. Thank you for helping us. I try, love. Wishing love and abundance. Thank you, love. Same to you guys too. I'm healing just like y'all because I learn stuff every single day about myself. You know? And we tend to close ourselves off and feel like we're not good enough. And it's like, if you don't feel good enough, nobody else could tell you you're good enough either. So it all begins with you. I've learned that. And I even had to tell her too, like, maybe you need to give him a little grace. You know, because we tend to be in certain situations and we just want to escape, or we want to rush into marriage, or we want to do all these things that society said we're supposed to do. But who made those fucking rules? Who said you had to go to college right out of high school? Who said you had to get married before you know what I'm saying? Who made these fucking rules up? Because all these women now are coming back and saying if they missed out on their whole youth because they got married and started raising children and then put themselves to the back burner. Who made up these rules? Look into that shit. And one thing about me, I was not traditional. I did everything backwards. Everything. And people judged me when I had my children young. They judge me when I did certain things. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. This is my life, right? So I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. And now, in our older age, you see these motherfuckers running around with 2-year-olds. Back fucked up. Knees is fucking buckling. They got to go to work and they need to try and find a babysitter. Or, you know, both of them stressed out. They in fucking debt. Now they having their kids. Like, who said you have to do that shit like that? You know? So you got to start living for you, because society and their norms and what they deem acceptable, you'll be fucked up out here. And you ain't going to have nobody to blame but yourself, because you made those choices and those decisions to do that shit, not nobody else. And you always ask people, so why did you do that? Oh, because so-and-so. No. Why did you do that? Oh, because so-and-so, I had watched this thing and the girl has said, or the dude has said, you, but why did you do that? You could blame whoever you want to blame, but you're going to have, just like if, say you have a business, you have an accountant, you leave everything to this accountant or the CPA or whatever the case may be. They got your business doing all this stuff, dragging your stuff just there. Now, tax IRS hit you up like, yo, X, Y, and Z and so and so and so. And they're like, okay, but ma'am, this is your business. We don't want to hear what your CPA did, or it's still under your name. Okay, so why did you do this? Oh, my CPA. Ma'am, why did you allow this person to do this to your business? Well, I didn't know it was X, Y, Z. Well, because you didn't know and you didn't take the initiative to want to look into your business or your paperwork or what needs to be filed in certain things, you're going to have to pay a fine now and a fee, and we're going to have to penalize you because this is wrong. You see what I'm saying? So it goes so many different ways, but you have to take accountability for yourself. Okay? Just like when you go out with certain people and things pop off, like with fights and stuff or whatever the case, and now you caught up in the courts. Everybody is individually, y'all not getting charged as a group. Y'all each is going to be Bobby, Billy, and Bo. Roger, Lisa, Tammy, Tanya, Monique, Crystal. It ain't going to be no, okay, all 5 of y'all, 6 of y'all. Y'all going to be individually held accountable. So why not apply that to your life? Yeah, you have a husband, but so what? You have a wife, but so what? So what? You got to work on you. It starts with you and only you. Yeah. They see your light. They see how you're shining bright and how beautiful you are. And then they want to turn you down. Okay? And that's the thing. They can want to do whatever they want to do to you. If you start allowing it, that's where you messed up. Because you can meet a raggedy ass nigga. Or a bitch. Confirmation. And they could drag you through the mud. But if you come out looking like you got dragged through the mud, and you don't come out like you still putting yourself together, it won't even apply to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they won't even feel like they won in any way, shape, or form. But if you allow yourself to be turned down and come out looking like they've been dragging you, that's where you fall. You fail. Oh. And some of these niggas will use you as a jacket. I'm telling you, they call it lavender marriages. Deadly weapon, never again. Yeah. So this could be somebody who thought they was going to try your ass, bitch, and you done tore their ass up. That's why you need to get yourself tested. You can't just be sleeping with these people. Like, I never understood how people had, like, one-night stands. I never understand it, and they do it so often. Mm. I do. I only been with 2 people. That's nice. Only people in my life. He was my second partner. I'm 51. I got with him when I was 49. Okay. I love independence. He did not like it, so he tried to break me. Yeah, they will do it. And listen, whether you 18, 33, or 57, we all go through the same shit. And that's the thing. We need to be talking about it more. You know, one thing about my mother, right? My mother crazy. She used to say, if you let a boy look at you, you're going to get pregnant. What? Not telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you, the penis hit the vagina and it goes inside and the sperm come out and it touch the egg, you be pregnant. That's how I give it to my kids. My sister be like, damn, Kalina, that's too much. No, it's not. Because if y'all would have fucking told me, then I wouldn't have been sitting out here like, you know what I'm saying? Mental conflicts. Yeah. So maybe y'all need to start expressing yourself. Some of y'all could be healers. Y'all could be empaths. Maybe some of y'all are like life coaches, financial advisor for me to say that, nurses. Y'all need to be doing a little more. Whether you need to start your own platform, you need to start voicing things that you know. Women with wellness gynecologists, because I didn't know that you're supposed to go see a gynecologist once you started seeing, like, getting your period and stuff. Nobody told me that. This is what I'm saying, just out here lost. And if this world, that shit will swallow you a whole and spit you the fuck out if you don't have no real true guidance. You just be out here. I've been given rotten, odd-looking papayas. Who gave you that? I would have told him I don't want it. And that's the thing. We keep taking things we don't want. You could say no. I don't ever take something I don't want. And now that I know on my journey that they could be putting shit on shit, I don't take nothing from nobody. I don't. If I can't buy it for myself at that time, I just won't. I will do it out. Just like yesterday, this girl, she brought her newborn baby. The baby turns a month tomorrow. And she got everybody touching the baby, holding the baby. And I'm just looking like, she was like, they were like, you don't want to hold the baby for what? Y'all got all y'all energy on this baby. The baby head is not covered. Is his umbilical cord even like closed up yet? My babies did not come out the house for 6 weeks. And when I was into the church, then you christen your baby. And then your baby could go out. But even then, the baby don't come out for at least a good 2 fucking months. And with all the bacteria and germs happening right about now, why you got your baby out here, girl? And why you got everybody touching your baby? Especially women who have their period. And now and it's funny because one of the ladies said, oh, the baby is gassy. Yeah, because somebody probably had their period and they're cramping. Babies are very, very empathic. The baby started crying after a while. And they're like, oh, maybe he's hungry. No, bitch, y'all don't have him from hand to hand to hand to hand. And you don't know if these people' energy is good or not. You know what I'm saying? Child, please. But then they want to be like, oh, you just too much. No, bitch. I'm just real precautious. Yeah, you have to believe it. You could say whatever, but you have to truly believe it in your spirit. Oh, wow. They teach what in sex class? Thank you, Goldie. Hey, Goldie. Yeah. I'm telling you, they say you're not supposed to hold a baby when you on your period because the baby will, you will gripe that baby. Yeah, you got to. Your baby head needs to be covered. You need to speak and bless over your baby before, not bless, but you know, speak over your baby. I never played that shit. You would not see my kid. Like when I had my last son, I was so precautious because I knew a lot of bitches didn't want me to have this baby. And them niggas didn't even see me. Nobody saw me but my kids, like my older kids. And my pregnancy was so easy. He never moved. He did nothing to the point where I had to go to the doctor ever so often. Like, is he still alive? He was so calm. He was so sweet. He was so like calmest baby I've ever known, yo. Calmest baby I've ever known. And he's still calm. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. You're not supposed to let nobody touch your baby when they on their period. They will gripe your baby. Well, I mean, in Caribbean tradition, we from Jamaica and Bahamas, so you know certain little things we pick up along the way. You're not supposed to carry your newborn baby to the back of you because spirits will play with your baby. You got to have some type of red on them for protection. I'm telling you, this shit go deep. This shit go deep. And you be telling people about this and they be laughing in your face until they come back talking about, yo, I think something's going on. You think? Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you because you don't believe in nothing that I'm talking about, so I definitely can't help you. What do you mean when it's a good time to allow your father to carry your baby? What's wrong with your father? What do you mean, Goldie? You also, we can talk to your baby all the time. What that mean? Yeah. Listen, this is my second channel. I have another channel that they used to just drag me for filth over there. And I mean like the computer. Like they used to always, especially like certain readings I would do, they would like SHAW, bitch, SHADOWBANN me all the time. I used to get demonetized all the time. And the crazy thing, I never got any COPYRIGHTs. I would get like WARNINGS. You know what I'm saying? But I never got any STRIKEs. And then after I did a certain reading about a CULT, I went from getting like views to like 12. They stopped pushing my shit out completely. But this channel has been growing tremendously, you know, and I did not want to start a new channel. Like it took a long time for me to start my new channel. It took me a long time to start this channel. And Spirit was like, go ahead and do it now. And ever since I started doing it, yesterday I had 361 subscribers. Now I got 375. So it's growing. It's growing. And I didn't pay to get it pushed out. I don't pay for views or subscribers. I like my shit to grow organically. I don't promote my stuff. Whoever get it, that's who need it. Because I want genuine people over here. I don't want people who are still worrying about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed like, I figured like, okay, maybe that channel was when I was a little bit still on my healing journey as well. Or still, you know, figuring it all out. But now, bitch, I got it. Okay? And it shows. So, let me see if that was helpful. Yeah. And baby feels other people's energy too. If you give your baby to somebody and your baby start crying, your baby do not like them. And I believe I said this in another video. I said babies, children, babies, and animals, they know your energy signature before you even open your mouth. You don't have to say nothing. They could just look at you and tell. You ever notice how sometimes you'll see a cat and they start raising up their back because they know your shit ain't right? That's even certain animals. They'll come and they'll sit on certain parts of your body, and then you'll find out like, oh, something was going on in that area. So they could pick up. Your nervous system is a whole frequency. I'm trying to tell you, when you work on your body, stop eating certain shit. I don't eat meat. I don't drink. I don't do none of that shit. Like, I keep myself pure. I wake up and I start my shit off with this. I'm gonna go drink me some beet juice. Then I'm gonna drink me some celery thing. I only eat 1 meal a day. I don't eat certain shit to keep my energy high, because all that stuff you put in your body it carry a frequency. Same thing with the meat. I know a lot of y'all love the meat and shit, but remember, those animals get killed. You feel all that trauma. You ever notice when you eat certain meat, you just, some food, it's a comfort and you just be like, oh, this shit was so good. But then other times you be like, I don't feel good, you know? And you're like, but I didn't eat nothing different. How did that animal pass? You know what I'm saying? So it's all energy. It's a real thing. And people be like, oh, you're talking crazy. What are you talking about? You be like, okay, don't believe me. I don't have nothing to prove to you. And I said on this channel, I'm not going to be trying to prove what I'm talking about. Either you just going to get it or you're not. I'm not wasting my time. And you know what I'm saying? It gets frustrating. It's like being a school teacher. You could write the shit on the board. You be like, 1 + 1 is 2, motherfucker. And they keep telling you it's 5. Okay, it's 5. Move out the way. Let me help the next child. Red Robin on stroller. Yeah, yep. Red Robin. Red. Don't you notice those Asian folk? You always see their baby with a little red thing around their hand or a red little thread around their foot. Tap in. Jamaican people, island people, you always see. When I first had my baby, I had bought a red stroller. You know them red, it was a fly ass stroller. That shit was big too. It was red. The first stroller I had, I told my cousin, he was my daughter godfather, and I said, get me the red one. He said they didn't have the red one, so he bought a yellow one. So when I had my third baby, I got the red stroller, because my daughter's stroller lasted till my son. It was that good of a stroller. And then we always had something red. All my kids, everything red. Red little balls, red blankets. They always have to have something red around them. He's getting old. He's getting old, and I don't know how long he has on the earth. He needs to be all over that baby. Sit him down and put that baby on his lap. He needs to get all of that. And I'm telling you what, if God forbid, and you know, he does transition, that baby gonna get all that energy. Or he gonna be watching over that baby. Trust me when I tell you. Let me tell you a situation. My sister passed earlier the year. Was it 2018? It was either 2018 or 2019. My son's birthday. We were going to the Cartwright Hotel for 5 days. And my daughter, I was right behind them. And then my mother called me back. When I came out the door, my super came and he was like, your baby got hit by a car. I said, who baby got hit by a car? I said, not my motherfucking baby. What happened was my daughter was holding his hand. He was what, 2, 3? Gonna be 3. He was 3 that day. And she was holding his hand and she went to put the bag in the car, so she let his hand go and he ran that way. It's so funny, where I lived, very busy street. Very busy. So it's always moving, always moving. It just so happened that day. It just so happened that day. It was fucking bumper to fucking bumper. So we don't know how it happened, but he ran and I don't know if he meant to grab the door, because you know kids love opening doors, and the car must have pulled off, so he kind of fell and he hit his lip. But if it was a regular day, it would be a different story. And I'm telling you, it was nothing but my sister. It was nothing but my sister. Okay? Child, it was a mess. It was a mess. So, that man gonna be there. He gonna need to feel that baby. I wouldn't care how old he is. Sit him down on a chair, put the recliner back, and put that baby in his lap, and sit there with him and just hold the baby. One thing about older folk, they never drop them babies though. You notice that. Older folk, they never ever drop them babies. And you be sitting there, they be looking at you like, if you don't get the fuck on, they will curse your ass out. Like, you really think I'm about to drop this baby? You better get on. Yeah, nobody's supposed to touch your stomach when you're pregnant. No, love, this is a wig. Yeah. Thank you, Heidi. Listen. I just listen. Iris, I listen. Like this morning I woke up, it was 2:34. I just chilled for a little bit, did what I had to do, and I just laid there. I talked to Most High and, did what I needed to do. And then it was 3:42. So I said, oh, y'all trying to sync me up. So I start writing down certain little stuff. I write down any dreams I had. And then Spirit was just like, it was 4:19, and they were like, get up. It's time to get online. I'm like, okay. And I got up. Yeah, you could do that. You could go. I would love to learn the astrology like a little bit more in depth. I had got me some books and stuff. But yeah, just hit it. And that's the thing. You won't know until you try. Make your page. Start going live. I remember when I only had 2 people on here. 2 people. If you go back and look at my what you call it, I was on StreamYard. And I only had like 15 views. 10 views. 2 views. And then StreamYard was acting up one day, and I had got this new phone, and Spirit was like, why don't you just go live on the phone? And I'm like, I don't even know how to do that shit. And then it's like the same way I would do the shorts, because I'm not tech savvy. So the same way I would do the shorts, because on my other channel I had an iPad, so I would just upload it. I was a little bit more savvy with that. So on here I would same way I would add the shorts, the live button is right there. So one day Spirit was like, go live, and I'm like, okay. It's just like going live on the StreamYard. And I went live on here. The first live I did, I got 1.7K. So sometimes uploading, and my other channel, I never really went live. I never went live at all. So, new things for new seasons. We're trying things. Just hit that shit running, yo. Try and read the guidelines, because they will flag you for every little thing. I was playing music on the other channel, but then they would cut it out. Or people would report my shit because they didn't like what I was saying. There was like, people be hating. I'm trying to tell you, but if you're doing what you need to do, don't worry about them. Most High gonna make it do what it do. Thank you, Elijah. Yeah. And it's so funny because there's this guy upstairs. He got the beautiful little girl. And I just was cleaning out. Because my son, he loves books. My son reads on like, my son is what? 3rd grade, 4th grade, and he reads middle school level. Okay, we were reading to him from little. He has so many books. So I'm gonna take all the little smaller books for the little girl, and I'm gonna give him all of them if he wants them. My son has so many books. Look, he just got all these books from the book fair. All these books. And he's itching. And I'm like, just wait, you just got out of school. Give yourself a little break. But he's itching. 4 eyes. Oh. So, tap in. We read over here. My mom's a 3rd grade teacher. Well, she was. For over 30 years. Okay, let's get back to the reading, child. Wait, let me finish seeing what y'all saying. You're welcome, Iris. You got to start somewhere, love. I ain't never been no hater. Start your channel and link us. Okay, I'll be over there listening and stuff. I got me some astrology books and stuff like that. But, I like for somebody to show me. Like, I'm a visual. Like, once you show me what it is, I can do it. I don't need to, if that makes sense. Like, if you know how somebody change a tire, show me each thing. I'll know how to do it once you show it to me. Same thing, like if you take me somewhere one time, I'll remember how to get there, no matter how many years or long it take. And I'm good with numbers. So that's why I really want to learn that astrology shit and the numerology. Because, bitch, y'all not going to be fucking with me once I learn that shit. You know what I'm saying? Word. Yeah. Start your channel, Irise, and come back and tell us, and we all gonna follow. There's a young lady, Mama Phoenix. I posted her on my thing. Go follow her channel. I don't think she's really doing much on it, but she, because people be like, I'm not saying she's afraid, but people are scared because they don't know how they're going to be received. But once you stop caring about what people think and you release that fear, I promise you're going to be like, why the fuck did I take so long? Trust me. I used to always play the background, but I realized it was something, from my childhood that I was kind of like hiding myself. Cause I used to sing in school and everything, and then I just stopped and always want to play the background because I'm too scared or I'm too afraid. And Spirit was like, you need to be seen. I eat fish, sweet potato, a lot of greens, romaine lettuce. I'm working now like with the whole dairy, cutting out the dairy. I used my last little bit of cookie dough Chobani creamer bitch, and the bitch is feeling away. Now I have to, so I kind of like space it out. So it's finished yesterday. So now I'm gonna drink the black coffee for a while, and then if I catch it on sale, I'll buy me 2 bottles, and that's how I do it. But I try, and cheese, I haven't eaten any cheese 2.5 weeks now. So I'm doing really good with that. And we getting older. I'm telling you, so many, especially as a woman, you go through so much things with your bodies as you start to age. That's why I'm like, I don't understand how these girls just be busting it wide open to all these busters. You know what I'm saying? Or how you just out here, if you learn your body, you see these women who are like in their hundreds and they're still jumping rope and doing things and they look good. You'll be surprised and you're like, how? You know what I'm saying? It's just they change their lifestyle. They stop doing shit and putting up with certain shit. Your real and your energy is to help. Yeah. Thank you. want to say I'm plant-based. I eat fish. Is that plant? That's not plant. I eat fish. What they call that I don't know what the whole terminology. I just know I stop with the dairy. I stop with the drinking. And I'm not saying I'll never have a drink, but that's not, because I used to drink a lot. I stopped with the drinking, the dairy, the bread. I try to eat sourdough, but I don't really like it all that much, so I try to chill with that. I love udon noodles. I love that. I love spinach and kale. It's just certain things I like and I'll stick to. I'm never really that person to just be eating random shit, even though I do cook. I cook a lot, but there's certain things, like if I have to make a pork, if I would have to make like pork, I try not to even offer that, but some people love their pork chop, they love their bacon, so I still have to make it, you know. And if I do have like a pork dish that I like have to try, I'll just put it in my mouth to make sure the flavor's right, and then I'll spit it out. But I don't really have to do that normally. People don't really order pork. They know like I do seafood, you know. Like I had order yesterday, I had some snapper, baked macaroni and cheese, and they told me I could either do corn or whatever side. So I just did like a fresh salad for them. You know what I'm saying? And then today I have a brunch, and they just want like shrimp and grits type shit, you know, simple shit, some fritters. So I bought some codfish, and I'm about to boil it and make it nice for them. Nothing too crazy. I don't eat eggs no more, you know. I eat a lot of like nuts. What's that? There's this new thing I wanted to try. Oh God, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't eat a lot of stuff. I juiced a lot of stuff though. I love mangoes, pineapples. Y'all always see me put stuff on my page. She said, look, ain't trying to convince you to believe that's facts. Huh? What you talking about, Iris? Screaming chicken energy. What that mean? You like chicken? My son loves chicken too. I still gotta cook it for them though. That evil eye is beautiful. Oh, thank you. They like you. Antoinette, Anna, they like you. Pets ain't gonna fool with you if they don't like you. They just gonna look at you like, I gotta stay away from that bitch. Yeah. Oh yeah, today is the moon, right? The strawberry moon. Good shit. New York. I'm in New York. You in New York? I'm in New York too, Heidi. I'm in Westchester. Oh yeah, Taurus. My Chiron is in Taurus. Depending on it, if it's Vedic or in Vedic, my moon is Taurus, but I have a Gemini moon in regular. Full moon in Capricorn. What, today? Is it in Taurus or Capricorn? Which one? Earth signs, big up. I think earth signs are the best zodiac. I'm just saying. No shade. I'm a Virgo. I feel like one thing about earth sign, we can handle anything you throw at us because we are earth. Right? We're earth signs. Water, wind, fire, whatever. We can withstand. So I feel like that's why we're the most dominant side. I'm just saying, because I am a Virgo, so just a little. Lives are entertaining. You're welcome, love. You need to start your channel so we can start we could start learning. Because there be some shit going on, and I be wanting to know. I be wanting to know. Damn, my leg is like bothering me. I have 3 children too. Let my son give what, Heidi? Man, I wanted to go to North Carolina. I want to go everywhere from MD. But everybody's relocating down there. And that's the whole thing. I want to move where I'm not going to see nobody that I know. I don't want to see nobody I know from nowhere. Oh, yeah, his reading abilities. Yeah. I love to, like, you could show me something one time and I'll be able to do it. Good. Send us your link and I'll put it on my community. And we'll all go follow. Because I love me a good astrology. Especially when you know what the fuck you're talking about. I be in it. Like, oh, so that's why I did that shit that day. Mm-hmm. And I always come in here and I tell y'all the time and the date. Because just in case, you know. You can go back and look at the date. Like, oh, that's why that happened that day. And I was going through X, Y, and Z. So, you know. You better be being, some of you need to be seen, and all that hiding shit. Yeah, your gifts will be suppressed. You'll have a lot of blockages if you don't follow what you need to be doing. Yeah. And that's another thing too with the astrocartography. Do you do astrocartography, I Rise? Because I've been wanting to do that. But my birth time, I don't know exactly what the time is. They tell me one thing and then it's something completely different. So I don't even know specifically. But that shit ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna let my spirit lead me. Trust yourself and do that shit exactly. Nice. I remember when I was 35. I cut off everyone too. Very sensitive. We from Jamaica, absolutely. Yes. My son had got some curry goat the other day, child. I was like, ooh, let me get a little bit of the curry. For real. When you were saying about trying to make people believe, oh yeah. Don't convince nobody, because that's when you're going to get frustrated. And I remember I had came in a live and I said, Spirit, why you got me here with these goofy motherfuckers? I said that one day on a live because they was trolling me so bad. But then I was like, I had to go back and Spirit was talking to me. And then I was like, girl, you got this. And ever since then, I'll be letting them live. We need the engagement. I told you my email is on the description box, Golden. You trying to move to New York and I'm trying to leave. Sometimes, Iris. I'm going to start working with it more though. My son is a Virgo and I started made it, but I had to request to go live. Yeah. When's your son's birthday? Yes, I've been underground for 10 years. It's time to spark up. I love astrocartography, but I want to go somewhere where I'm not sitting on nobody's Saturn line or Pluto line. Because I think I'm on one right now. North Carolina. I had got, you know what's so funny? Because when I did mine, I had got North Carolina, but I really got San Antonio, Texas. But when I started hearing all that shit that was going on down there, girl, I was like, hell motherfucking no. Hell no. I said, we're going to have to pick somewhere else. No, I didn't get no email. Lee ain't emailed me either. I don't know why y'all not, why y'all emails ain't coming through. It's not. That's where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to be on somebody's Sagittarius line. Cause when I did my when I looked into mines, I'm more of a fire element. Fire and air, even though I am an earth sign. And I always tell people, like, I'm very well balanced and versed in everything, because I got a Cancer, I got a Gemini, and I got an Aries, and I'm a Virgo. You see what I'm saying? So I'm well tapped when it comes. Like, they all teach me different things. It's so amazing. But let's move on, y'all. All right, let's go. I never got it. Yeah. So let's go. Y'all got my likes up? Let me see. Okay. This is what I pulled. The first card, Fragile. Okay. And it's like somebody should have been a little bit more delicate with you, or you're starting to be a little bit more delicate with yourself. And then look what else came out. High maintenance. Tap in. I'm trying to tell you. Let's see one more. Maybe you lacked affection. Because somebody could have broke your heart and you might not even see how you were, you know, in a space of, you were just a mean motherfucker. Let's get one more, and then I'm going to break those down and we're going to go. Hype, yeah. Hype me up. Hype me up. So, yeah. Some of y'all are very fragile. But you started prioritizing yourself, you know? And then with this high maintenance, maybe people feel like that's how you are now. Because Fragile says extremely sensitive to feedback. I Rise just said that she's very sensitive, which is true. And it's like one little time somebody says something that you don't like. One time somebody says something that you don't like, you feel like, oh, you take it on. And it's like, why? That's somebody's opinion about you. You know who you are, so why would you let somebody else, you know, shift your perspective? Okay, it says extremely sensitive to feedback, offends easily, plays the victim, shifts the blame, overreactive, defensive, and shuts down. You could have been like that. You could have, when people say certain things, you could have hung on to every fucking word. And high maintenance, arrogant, pretentious, holier than thou attitude, looks down on others, champagne taste, but water money, overspends, and debt. Damn. And this was just a shuffling. I was just shuffling. Hype. Talks about it, but doesn't be about it. Didn't I say that? Liar. Talks a big game, but does not follow through. Big flirt player mentality. Damn. Now let's break these down and see. So what's this? Sudden wealth, open your heart, and new lifestyle. Competition, snooze fest, and meow money. Just one, Most High, just one. Cold-hearted, yeah. It says, dismisses feelings of others, does not have the capacity nor wants to understand where others are coming from. And that's probably how you were. Yeah. No, see? I feel like a lot of healers are being called to Texas. I don't know if we just need to be there to collectively heal whatever the fuck is going on. I don't know if there's a grid, or I don't know, some type of activation that's needed. But there's a lot going on down that way. Thanks, love. No, that's how I was feeling before. Yeah, it's always heavy. Oh, okay. August baby. What do you mean what's Pisces, Anna? You need to be talking to Iran. She do astrology. My opposite is Pisces. My mama Pisces. Yeah, your birthday coming up, Golden. Yeah, you love. So why did you leave? Or why are you trying to leave? You say you in New Orleans now, right? For Katrina. Yeah, that's the same email on the channel. Oh, okay. Yeah, and that's one thing too. I want to do my son's I want to do my son's astrocartography, but I don't want to give people his birthday, you know? Cuz I want to make sure where we move to he's compatible as well. So let's see. Baton Rouge. That's right, you said Baton Rouge. I got homesick. But San Antonio, that's the first thing that popped up when I did the astrocartography. And the cost of living is nice too. So I don't know. Stingy. Penny pinches, doesn't give up their money, willing, prefers to go Dutch or split everything down the middle, spends other people money. And I was gonna start clarifying this one. Let's see. So some of y'all could have been cold-hearted, but with this skeleton here, I feel like you're no longer being like that with this opening your heart. And you might have realized that you have to get out of this energy in order to be able to manifest, because you're only going to manifest more drama, more bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you just needed a lifestyle change. And with the whole coffee, remember I said I drink my coffee black now because I ran out of my creamer. Maybe some of y'all just decided to stop coffee. And you know what I did notice about coffee? When I wasn't drinking it, I wasn't as bloated. I had took a little break earlier in the week from the coffee, and I was just focused on like my beet juice and my pineapple juice and stuff like that. And so coffee, maybe some of y'all stop drinking coffee because this shit causes a lot of anxiety, irritation, heart palpitations. A lot of people don't know that coffee comes with a lot of shit when it's done in excess. Ooh, you got a big house, Goldie? I want to go down there. But I don't want no drama with everything going on. I came down on Mother's Day weekend and the switch came on when we got here. Everything aligned. Wow. Yeah. So I'm telling you, Most High will lead you. And when you stop fighting it, it's like a perfect puzzle. It'll just fit. All right. What's this? Damn. Cold as ice. I didn't even clarify this shit properly. It says concern, empathy, overload, and energy. It says cold as ice. So you could have left somebody out. I'm trying to tell you, you could have even ghosted. Movement, look. Okay. Religious views. You could have moved away from some type of religion. You see it? And it says closed off. Yeah. So that's what it could have been. This could have been that relocation. Or maybe whoever you had to cut off, you had to distance yourself from them. It's given like hermit. Two of Wands. And remember in that reading, was it yesterday? I didn't even get to rewatch that reading because I remember my baby called and I had to go. But remember I said you had to get cold. You had to disconnect. And look, cold-hearted here. And something with cold as ice. So maybe where you guys moved to a warmer climate. And that's what it is. Because I noticed whenever it rains out here, my energy is different. And remember how I kept telling you I want to move somewhere warm. Like I want to be outside in my little bit of clothes. And I don't want to have on a whole bunch of clothes. I've been in New York my whole life. And I notice anytime it rains or the sun is not out, I be different. I wake up like, you know? Yeah. So you could have just been cold and not willing to love anybody anymore or even love yourself. And that's what changed the dynamic of everything. Or you got tired of not receiving your damn flowers and started giving it back to yourself. Okay? It says ignores texts and phone calls when not around. Nonchalant attitude, dismissive, punishes others by giving them the cold shoulder. And this could have been who this was. Remember I told you, men will do that. They will come, they will ignore you. They'll pick a fight with you and then disappear for days up on end as if they're punishing you. And it's like, nigga, you're not doing nothing to me but making me want to fucking disconnect from you. And when I do leave, I will not be coming back. Because I done poured in so much to you and you keep giving me your ass to kiss. And people don't realize when a woman emotionally detaches, she detached long before she even decided to fully walk the fuck away. So when she leave, she not coming back. Because she already done disconnected from you months on end. She was trying to process it. And she got colder and colder and colder. And then it's like, bet. I'm escape. Literally. Yeah, closed off. Okay? So whoever this is very concerned because you could have iced them out. Cleared your energy. They can't feel you anymore. They can no longer connect or you're not tethered. You understand? Tap in. Yeah, somebody can't control your emotions anymore with the puppet here because you completely disconnected. Yeah. All right, what's this? I wanted to do the tarot. What's this? Bad health, sexual interest, and goodbye. You could have a work colleague that's in love with you and you don't know. Pawn master. Yeah, this was a fucking magician in your life. In their head. Look. Somebody's, look at this. I told you somebody can't control your emotions anymore. Whoa. It says uses children as a pawn, dangles children in front of you, ex-partner to control or manipulate, feeds off of control. This is a narcissist right here. I told you somebody's sick because they can't feel your energy no more. They can't fuse the energy because you moved away. You could have started dressing up yourself a little more or just getting outside more. And that's the thing. You could always tell when your energy's off. Because for me, I like to be in the house, but I wanted to be in the house all the time. Like, I didn't want to go out. If I had to send out any orders, I would call somebody like, drop this off for me. I wouldn't want to go outside. And that's how you know somebody's trying to shield your energy. They're trying to put you down, sit you down, okay? They want you to hide. Because look, these shits are dark, okay? It's all dark, dark energy. Somebody is out here stressed the fuck out because it's like, damn, she really done mastered herself with this 33 here. Okay, you could have a life path 11. You could be a 33. Like mine's is an 11. My name is a 22. Yeah, tap the fuck in. I'm gonna have to talk to you, Iris, because I'm gonna need you to do my chart. I want to come down there where it's warm with y'all. What's up, Fanny? Fanny talking shit. Let me show y'all what Fanny said. Yeah. Oh, Fanny talking shit. 620, yeah. I tested my chart first. I was like, let me get in the car and experience the stars. Yep. Yes, I was originally born in Georgia. North Carolina reminds me of my childhood. Nice. I was born in Bahamas, so I need to be somewhere exotic and warm. I'm sick of this cold ass weather. Isolation. Yeah, they had to throw you into isolation to make you more salty than sweet. Two-Face. Oh, bitch. These cards are so beautiful. Look at this Two-Face card. Savage, son. This giving some type of Mortal Kombat, right? This could have been somebody who was trying to battle you for your energy. Ooh, bitch. When I tell you these cards are so deep, ooh, I love it. Isolation. Look, I told you. Somebody want to turn your light off. Turn your light out. Put your light out. All right, let's move on, y'all, because I want to do this Dream Tarot. And then I want to get an ancestor message. Put this right here by my kneecap. You could realize that there's a cool ass Libra you could have been missing out connecting with. Oh, I'm surprised that Libra ain't coming here today. They must be sleeping. You guys could be water signs. Should we save this for last? Let's do that last. I've been wanting to use this deck since last week. My youngest children's baby dad is doing that. Yeah. He is a Gemini. My daughter's a Gemini. I'm on the floor. You're welcome, Andra. Yeah, because he was just doing that to get under your skin. And that's another thing. When you realize that people is trying to play in your face, you don't entertain them. You ignore. And then eventually they'll just stop. Let me tell you a situation, an incident. My baby daddy, right? He said, and this is like putting my business out there, but we are being transparent here. And I told the motherfucker I need to, he let people get in his head. And I was like, cool and fine and dandy. I am not going to sit here and try to convince you that this is what it is when you know it's what it is. But whatever. You have a mind of your own. Do what you need to do. So I told the nigga I need the passport because I need to go take the baby. I wanted to take him to Bahamas. The motherfucker was like, oh, now you want to take my baby out the country? Pick a side, nigga. Pick a side. First, the baby ain't yours. Now the baby is yours. Now I'm taking your baby out the country. Like, nigga, make up your mind. Just confused, right? So I said, okay, cool. I kept trying to reach out, trying to be, trying to, you know, be transparent, trying to be an adult. I had to take him to the courts because I needed the baby passport. We get to the damn court, child. This motherfucker gonna tell the people that he don't want his baby leaving the country. They said, sir, you need to sign the papers. Then he was like, the judge said, well, you don't, first he said he don't think the baby is his. And that judge said the same thing. So if you don't think the baby is yours, why don't you go get a DNA? We go for the DNA. We had 2 court dates in one day. The child, no, the custody and then the DNA. This nigga goes to the custody and then leaves. And then come back and trying to stall. And then he comes back and the lady says, sign the fucking paperwork. Sign the paperwork. He didn't want to sign it. Didn't come back. Then he came back to court. Like, just doing too much. Just all over the place. And I said nothing. I sat there with my fucking lipstick on, my cute ass outfit, and I sat there and I said nothing. Until the motherfucker never came back to court. Just running all around in circles, running around in circles, making all these dates, wanting all this stuff done. just for me to get full custody anyway. Ain't that some shit? So I'm telling you, when motherfuckers start doing that shit, pay them dust. Pay them no mind. Pay them in dust. Yeah. Nah, you gonna take care of my baby. And I didn't want to go that route, but he took it there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, use them. Yeah, that's why I took it out. I don't know why I wanted to do it, but convict. Oh, shit. She said, I feel like something unseen is sabotaging my life. Give me a reading. Your name, love, that's what's sabotaging your life. No hello, no how you doing, how y'all doing in here. Your name is sabotaging your life. Start there. Okay, let's see. What is this money? Yeah. When I came on here, my name was Dr. Ipsmus, right? But I had to take the doctor off because they kept throwing me in the educational side. So I had to drop but I know who the fuck I am. Your name. Okay? I just told y'all my real name equals a 22. Your name is a whole energetical match. Start there. Convict gang. Okay, well, if you can't see it, how the fuck I'ma see it? Like, and then you say certain things and they really think like you so like you're mean or you're condescending or you're this or who cares? Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. Definitely some waiting energy here. Waiting for things to bloom or blossom. Okay, there could be a little bit of a delay or some type of stagnation. Yeah, 8 of Swords. Something was keeping y'all stuck. I'm serious. I'm going psycho in this bitch. Yeah, your name. Start there. Change your name. I bet your energetical signature will shift. I heard expeditiously. You could work with Saint Expedite. Look, I cannot make it up. Yep. When I tell you I know what the fuck I'm talking about, I know. That's why you burden. There you go. Hopefully that was helpful. Okay, what's this sudden money, open your heart, lifestyle, and cold-hearted? Six of Cups. And the High Priestess. You could have healed something from your childhood that you were battling with for a long time. It's giving self-worth. Because I said all of that in the beginning for that. You could have closed your heart off from you were a small child. And then you started looking into some shit with the High Priestess here. Listening to your intuition. Just going a little bit deeper with this Pisces energy. Scorpionic energy. And I think that is Pluto with the circle with the dot. I rise. Is that Pluto energy? The circle with the dot? If I'm not mistaken. That's why I love this book. Oh, that's the sun. That's the sun. Yeah, you could have realized something from your childhood. Hi, Simone. You could have realized something from your childhood that you needed to, you know, some type of intense emotion. It says right here, you have an intense longing to feel once more the self-confidence and optimism which you felt in the past. So I'm telling you, you were hidden. You could have been hiding yourself since you were a little girl, little boy. Or just getting back to healing your inner child with this, not that nostalgia. And that's what's cultivating all these things. You could have been, remember I told y'all, I used to be a real bubbly kid laughing, and then I kind of got turned down. Because everybody used to always say, why are you always laughing, Kalina? You always laughing. Not everything is a joke. Been up since 3:33, and then I've been up since 2:34. It's just a name, it ain't you? Okay. So keep it. And then let me know how that works. Greetings. So this could have just been you healing your inner child. Listening to your inner child. Because the high priestess, she knows a lot. She listens. Some type of hidden knowledge or information. You could have just been, remember we saw these cards with the memories? Just tapping in more with some type of childhood memories or some type of nostalgia. Maybe there was a blockage with your intuition since you were a child. You could have tried to block something out. And that's what was holding you up. And you could have came back in tune with that, cleared it out, understand why you were going through what you were going through and why your heart space was closed off, and you released it, and now you can move forward. Names are powerful. Wake up. Words are spelled. That part, Irise. And it's so funny because we had somebody else come on here. Her name was 6 feet Meeee, and I told her, girl, you got to change your name. By the way, did you know Michelle? Really, Michael? Who cares? I don't care. I really don't. Michelle, Michael, whatever. Okay? So y'all could have cleared up some type of childhood wounding or healed your inner child. Started listening to your inner child more. Being more playful. Okay? Justice with the 6 of Wands. And I said that in another reading, I believe, where I said maybe I needed to speak up. Let somebody, hold somebody accountable. Stop harboring all this resentment and pain from what somebody else did to you, and give them back all that shame and, you know what I'm saying, dis-ease they opposed on you if this was like something that happened from childhood. It don't have to be sexual. It could be physical or emotional as well, you know. Hangman. Yeah, something was keeping you stuck. No, excuse me. Damn. Something was keeping you stuck. Yeah, look. Some type of pain or trauma. Yeah. Pain or trauma, but you're healing. 4 Swords with the Star card. These cards are so beautiful. Oh my God, I love them. Yeah. And then you started working and building. Transmuting energy. Yeah. 7 of Wands, protecting yourself, protecting your investments, and that money that you got right there. Stop being a people pleaser. Stop over giving, overindulging, you know. Page of Cups, yeah. 5 of Cups, let go of any type of regret or disappointment. All right. Okay, what's this concern with the empathy overload and the energy cleansing with the cold as ice? And that's another thing too. You guys could do like ice therapy. You know how you sit in the bath, cold plunges. You might be into that. You know. Really, Iris? Oh my God. And you know what I think too? A lot of them do that with the I feel like they just be tapping into certain things and they don't know. Because you see like how we on our spiritual journey as well. But I feel like we have a little bit more common sense. Like, we're not just going to be out here just doing any old fuck shit. We're going to learn and, you know. But I feel like they were just doing shit. Especially, you know, if they were impoverished or they just was trying to survive, you know. And I don't feel like a lot of them meant to do it. But, and then a lot of people, too, they want community. They want to belong. So, it ain't no different than a GANG, you know. Yeah. Thought who was sleeping? What? Five, 5. Uh-oh, it's 6:57 here. Hey, Diane. Yeah. My dad is Nigerian. Nice. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Yeah, somebody could have tried to hold you back with this 4 of Pentacles here due to some type of money. Yeah, you see the key around his neck? Yeah. A Capricorn at work with the 7 of Swords here. Aquarius energy. With the moon, it was hidden though. Because this person, if you didn't look closely, you would think it was just a painting or a picture or something of swords. But it's a whole person here. You see what I'm saying? So something could have been camouflaged too. All right, did a card come out? What's this concern with the empathy overload, the energy cleansing, and the cold as ice? Did a card come out? Ace of motherfucking cups. Told you this was a lover. I fucking told you. Somebody thought that you was a good lick, bitch. Somebody thought you was a good lick. You was easily swayed. Or they came up on a bag or something. And now they scared because you left this person out. Yeah. This could have even been family. Look at that. Six of Pentacles. They wanted you to give them something. Yeah. I told you somebody thought they was going to take your shit because the Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. So they figured you were pouring into them, and now they fucking scared because you're not doing that no more. This could even be family with this Six of Cups here. You started realizing some shit from your past or patterns. You might have cut your family off with this Four of Pentacles. You probably were holding back your energy because you could have realized from the 6 to the 2, 6 to the 4, 2 of Pentacles, these people had you in some type of limbo, back and forth, or you were always up in your head when you were around them. You couldn't process something. Or this could even be like a family home for Iris to say she moved. Yes, financial games. Yeah, you have to. And with Nigerian family people, they want you to bust your ass and work like 20 years a fucking slave. They want you to work hard. You got to go to school. You have to do the big job. You can't do nothing you love. You have to do what brings in the dinero, the cash, the money, the pesos. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy, Iris, because my daughter's like that. But they say your firstborn is karmic to you anyway, because that's when you were in your lower vices, right? And then the other two are a little bit more balanced. My daughter's the same way. She let my mom get all up in her head and shit, and her dad. And I'm like, girl, go ahead. See you in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? When you realize, yeah. But it ain't no, you know, you just got to let them be. You can't take it personal. That's what I've learned. I've learned you can't take it personal, because I remember when I was her age and I was out there kicking it and having fun. It wasn't no personal jab to my mom, but she swore I was trying to make her life a living hell. And I'm like, girl, I'm just out here kicking it. So I had to look at it like that. And I'm telling you, this journey will teach you a lot of things when you start to sit down and process stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was hard, yeah. It was. I didn't want her to just be out there and we don't really talk like that. I thought me and her were thick as thieves, you know? But she let them talk her out of kicking it with me, so I have to respect it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it is what it is. She'll come around, because it was the same way me and my mom was. Just, yeah. Same way. And I feel like I kind of like, she was the only girl. But I feel like she felt like I babied the younger two. And I'm like, you're the only girl. I poured more into you than any of them. They're younger. But you know how it is. The first ones, they always like the most difficult child. They don't get it. And they supposed to get it, you know? So, I hope that made sense. Hi, Lisa. I just said your name, love. Facts. Yeah, you have to shield protect yourself. Maybe do a mirror spell. A return to sender. If you have mirrors, maybe lock them off. Or lock off your energy from whoever you think is watching you. But be careful. Ask for permission and ask if that's what you need to be doing. Don't say, I told you. Yeah. Yeah. So, I told you this was a love interest. Somebody thought they was going to come take your motherfucking energy, or y'all was still energetically tied, especially if you have children with them. They feel like they always have some type of link to you, which they do through the child. But once they can't emotionally manipulate you when it comes to that child, bitch, it's over. Game over. Game over. I'm trying to tell you. Game over. Yeah, Fool card. Because you left. 6 of Swords. You might not want to, but some people aren't meant to be in your life for long term, and you have to receive that. Yeah. You have to protect yourself. And people always be like, oh, family is everything. Family is everything, but at what detriment? To who? Me? No. Especially when they out there living their best life and not caring or checking for me. I have to hold space for them, but they're not holding space for me. No. Equal reciprocity. Yeah, King of Swords. Yeah. You have to set a boundary you might have not wanted to set, but you had to. And it's either you're going to get in line or you're going to get ran the fuck over. Yeah. We're done holding space for people who do not value us the same way we value them. And it sounds harsh. It sounds like whatever you might want it to sound like. But at the end of the day, y'all know I ain't fucking lying. I cut off my parents, had to pull back from my oldest child, baby daddy and all. It was hard. Of course. It was hard. But you're going to get to a space where you're going to be able to talk to them, and it won't be any type of emotional attachment. You get to that space where it won't bother you as much anymore, because you'll be healing and growing, and you give people space. They'll still have the opportunity if they would like to discuss, but if it's going to be a one-sided conversation or an attack or constant push and pull, we could just leave it right here, you know? Yeah. So this could have just been some type of inner child healing. Knowing your worth and understanding you are worthy for great things. And they could have turned you down since you were a child. And that was embedded in and rooted in your subconscious. And once you started working on that and loving yourself more and pouring back into you and stop giving your offers to these busters, yeah, shit, I'm telling you, it's like water off your shoulder. Magician. I told you this motherfucker was a warlock. Did I not tell you? And you blocked this motherfucker with the 7 of swords here. 7 of wands. And you walked away. 10 of swords. And you got your new beginning. And balanced out your energy. I'm trying to tell you, I pulled these cards for a reason. Look, magician. And we were clarifying this bad health here. Sexual interest with the goodbye. And the pawn master. Can't make it up. Look, right in your face. There go the pawn master. And there go the magician. So whoever this was, they were pulling on your energy. And they probably was doing it through your inner child. Or through a child. Okay? That's how they were able to play on your mind with that Neptune in your energy. With Pisces. And they were hiding it. With that half a moon. They could have worked underneath the waxing moon or the waning moon a lot to alter your energy. And I came in here and I said that this could have been an individual who, with this whole Mercury retrograde coming back, who's trying to sway your energy to have compassion for them. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or go back into that reminiscent energy about the past and then let your fucking guard down. So if they do come in with this offer, they're able to fuse again. Because look at them. They are fused. They both holding that up. So you got your good energy. Now this motherfucker come back. You going to be holding on to all they fucking bad energy. You going to be sharing their fucking karma. But you were like, hell no. Your aura was tight. So whatever they were trying to do, look at them. I told you. I cannot make it up. And bitch, look. Ain't that the Ace of Cups right there? Bitch, if I'm lying, I'm motherfucking flying. Ain't that the Ace of Cups right there? Tell me I'm lying. Ain't that the same thing? Tell me I'm lying. Can y'all see it? Do y'all see it? Am I tripping? You see the cup, the Ace of Cups? There go that, the infinity symbol. Oh, shit. I heard Mike Jones. Somebody's name could be Mike. Well, whoever that was, Michelle. Fucking no. I told y'all. Can't make it up. Cannot make it up. Yeah. Somebody definitely try to manipulate the energy. I'm trying to tell you. You saw it, Arise? I'm trying to tell you. Air Guardian. Shift your perspective. And that's what you did. You started healing whatever you might have thought you knew or deprogramming yourself from old beliefs, old ideology. And we seen the whole thing with the religion. So you could have just left the church. Okay? Started tapping in more spiritually. You might have that side of you with the whole, you know, religion and the Bible and all that good stuff. But now you're incorporating the spiritual to truly understand and stop being so literal with the Bible and started decoding that shit to heal yourself and calling what it is that you need. And whoever these people are, whoever thought they was tethered, thought they were intertwined, thought they had a grip on your ass, thought they had you in a chokehold, it's like, nah. No. No, ma'am. No, sir. They can no longer, yeah, Empress energy, pull from you. Yeah, peacekeeper. Shaman. You guys could be shamans. Let's see. My mom's name is Michelle. Nice. I had a friend whose name was Michelle. Brother's name is Mike. Nice. What the fuck? I have a different spiritual past. They use E5. Okay, I don't know about them. I don't know about E5, but I read the stars. Yeah, I feel like it's all intertwined, and it's all how you know, decipher it. You know? Yeah. I'm telling you, I pulled it. I said I'm saying I wanted to use the dream deck for a minute. Let's see what y'all working with, and we're gonna start closing out. I heard hype me up. Hype me up. Yeah. And you see how they have the two boys here with the past? And remember how I told you I had to remember how I was when my daughter was when I was that age. And I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Why is she acting like that? But I had to remember my mom thought I was acting out as well. And I'm like, I wasn't doing shit but just living my life. I wasn't worried about them. I would call them ever so fucking often, like, y'all niggas is still alive? Well, I'm still alive too. Holla. And I was back to partying. You know what I'm saying? I had 2 jobs. I was buying all sorts of bullshit. I was in school. I was doing this. I was just outside, bitch. Outside buying all sorts of shit. We grew up out here on Fordham Road, but at Planet what was it? Planet Earth, buying diesel jackets and fucking Sergio Valente jeans with our Timbs and shit and our Gooses. We wasn't worried about nobody. That was when Alizé, Envy, them type of liquors was out. Hypnotic, the Hulk, fucking Long Island. We was out here having fun. So I had to stop like, maybe she's just living her life. Maybe that's what she's doing. And I'm just taking it way too personal. And once I did that, we ain't had no problem since, you know? So it's all about your perspective, how you look at certain things. If you feel like a magician is doing something in your life, then they're doing something. If you feel like you're the magician, what can I learn from the magician? How can I tap into my own power? And this don't even have to be magic, because people don't realize that the magician is resources as well. So somebody could have just been using money. Okay? Money to control you with the pawn here. So, bitch, you got to put it where you fit. And then for me to tell that girl, I was like, I don't know your finances or whatever the case may be, but you got your mama, bitch. Your mama will help you. You can go get a job. You have us here now as a community. If you need a fucking babysitter, bitch, tap in. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So, this shit could go so deep. But when you get on tarot, people be thinking like, oh, it's all this abracadabra. It's always so literal. No, this shit go way deeper than you could even imagine. Your whole life could change just from you drinking a different kind of coffee. You remember all those liquors I just said? Most people back in the day, they used to be drinking like Paul Mason and shit, the cheap liquor. But you can drink, but you can drink quality liquor. You see what I'm saying? Most motherfuckers is going for, what's them liquors now? Like if I was to drink now, I would be drinking like a Remy or a white Henny. You wouldn't catch me drinking no fucking Absolute. You know what I'm saying? Or like a Grey Goose. But you can do certain things, but if you change how you do it, make it healthier, just that small little change could change your whole life. You know what I'm saying? You learning one little small piece of something you buried in your past. There's a lot of wisdom and information from the past. Even that could have been just tapping in with your ancestors. Understanding why they did what they did, how they did it, and how can I not make the same fucking mistake to clear up the lineage. This shit go deep. Okay? Maybe you realize that these motherfuckers used it to control, like how Irai said, oh, my family used E5 to control the bloodline. And you're realizing like, no, because it just brought a whole bunch of sickness on us and divide. You understand? Where now, oh, if I'm a magician, I can use it to cultivate love, opportunities, healing, better understanding, clear up the blockages and curses or whatever they put to cause this obstruction on the line. You understand? Y'all better tap in. That's what I heard, tap in. Look at the fox. Look at the fox. Yeah. I heard tap, tap, tapping. You know who I've been channeling a lot lately? Sweetie. I can show you how to get a fat. She said, I can show you how to get a 6-figure nigga. She's just got a different swag. A lot of people don't know that Sweetie done went to school and she got a whole business degree. Same thing with Megan. But they're so sexualized and they're so scrutinized to the point where you look past their accolades and their credentials and you automatically discredit and break down and demonize. You understand? So this could even been you guys. Where somebody was just looking at you like you was a bust down. And you like, bitch, bust down. You got it fucked up just because I was busting it down with you back in the day. That don't mean a bitch ain't had no brains. Okay? And some of y'all could have just been playing stupid. Some of y'all could have just been playing stupid. I used to do that shit. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to do that shit a lot. I ain't even gonna hold you. I did. I did. You know what I'm saying? I did. And niggas think you're stupid because you don't say nothing. You might not, because you don't want to cause no drama. And you might have said something and the motherfucker made you feel crazy. So you just watched, you processed, you listened, you took note. And then one day you just disappeared. And it's like, what the fuck wrong with her? What happened? Figure it out, nigga. I'm not about to sit here and tell you. Fuck is you, I'm going to show you how to be bag a 8-figure nigga. You could have a lot of boss daddies. My ear is itching. Oh man. But you know what? With that whole thing, Iris, with your baby stabbing you in the back, you have to give them a little bit of grace because depending on how old they are, the fathers will do that. But trust and believe they will wake up and realize, because that's the same thing that happened with my daughter and she got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck you gonna go against me and you know what it is? Until and I told her, you gonna allow this motherfucker, same thing when it came to my mother, like, you gonna allow her to, and then she got it. She eventually got it. Took a little while, but she got it. You call their names. Orishas, voodoo on the dark side. But remember, voodoo is not, I think voodoo is just a religion. It's just like if you have like Christianity. See, you got to look into it. The Orishas too. I'm telling you, I feel like it's all the same thing. It's just different cultures. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when I first started my other channel, I used to be like, people be like voodoo and hoodoo and all of that. And I'm like, the shit that they use to bind and grind people up, we eat that shit in Jamaica. Like, all those herbs they use, we use that to cook food all the time. Basil, rosemary. It's all how you mix the shit up. But we eat that shit. So you have to, it's all how you perceive it. It's all how what you believe. If you believe they fucking doing that shit to you, yeah. And well, let me not say that. Let me not say that. I always used to believe that if your energy is low vibrational or if you on a lower spectrum, anything could hit you. But if you are high vibrational, you'll know when you're being hit. You're gonna know, and then you're gonna start to counteract that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know and you fall short, you start going into the energy, you stop taking care of yourself, then they got you. But if you know that somebody's doing this, you're gonna make it your fucking business to get them. It's just like a job. You know a bitch is gunning for your job. They doing every single thing to make sure the boss always come to you or trying to call you out in front of the boss. You gonna make sure you are 10 steps ahead of this motherfucker. You understand? Especially like if you wear certain clothes, they be like, oh, your skirt is too short. You gonna make sure you get some longer skirts. So when the bitch try you again, you could pull up the chart like, first of all, ho, The measurements are X, Y, and Z. You see what I'm saying? You're going to stay on your P's and Q's. You're not going to let this motherfucker get you fired. It's the same thing with spirituality. You have to level up in your energy so when shit starts to ping, you be like, hold up. I was just fine a fucking minute ago. Why the fuck am I thinking about X, Y, and Z? And for me, I'd be like, I know a bitch ain't trying to do nothing over here. And then, bitch, I'ma start. I'm gonna start my shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You call their names. Yeah. And that's how it be. And usually we are until we find out who they are. And then it's a game changer. I'm from the north. Is New York the north? I'm from New York. Well, I live in New York. Yeah, because the south would be down. Yeah, I'm from the north. Yeah. What do you mean, Iris, when you say they use financial gifts? Because yesterday I said that. I said that I had somebody who would come. I knew they didn't really fool with me, but then they would always come and want to give me money. But when they were living with me, they was breadcrumbing me. And every time they did give me the money, I would have like certain dreams. And I used to be like, I'm not taking nothing else from this motherfucker. And once I stopped doing that, everything changed. 5, 6 years old. Oh yeah, something was. What the fuck? Nah, my daughter is older. Not 5, 6 years old. Ooh wee. I don't know. Did you used to discipline her? Nice. Oh. Yeah, my son's GPA is 3.8, I believe, or 4.0. What you saying 3.8 GPA? I don't understand. Oh, yeah, I do. I'm slow. I'm reading it after the fact. With the whole, yeah, they think you're stupid. I love that. And then people be like, oh, you a shapeshifter. Oh, you a this and that. Why you ain't never tell nobody? Why do I need to tell you that I'm smart? I shouldn't have to tell you that. You should know I am smart. But you already had your mind made up on who I was. So nothing I said or did was going to change that until I got ghosts. And then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what somebody always said to me? What she used to say? She used to be like, she said, you smarter than, she said you are smarter than, no, she said you're smarter than I thought. So you thought I was stupid, bitch. Mm-hmm. Good. Keep that. Hold that. Mm-hmm. Process and delete. Exactly. She is 13 now. Her dad walked out of her life, refusing visitation now. Yeah. And she seen that you weren't the problem. Yeah. It's all about your intentions. People don't understand that. It's all about your intentions. Okay? That thought, the initial thought, that's what be getting people fucked up. It's not actually going out there. It's the thought. Okay? And it all starts with a thought. So if you sit here and allow every single thought that you get, when they tell you a lot of your thoughts are not yours, and you act on all of it, you're going to be fucked up. You can't say that X, Y, and Z made you do this and this and that because you carried out the action. You know what I'm saying? You co-signed the shit. And it's so funny because there was this lady, right? I saw her in full action yesterday. And I was just like, I ain't said nothing. I didn't say nothing because we was at her function and it was not the time or the place. But when we had another function, she tried to get me to co-sign with this lady or like talking shit on this lady. And I was like, nah. I said, well, why don't you say something to her? Listen, I'm the type of person, you come to me and tell me some fuck shit about somebody else or about somebody else that says something about me, I'll be like, the next time you bring this person up, we are going to talk to them. That's how you know if a motherfucker lying. So she comes to me. It was last week sometime we went to an event for my son at school. And she was like, oh, I'm very in tune. And I think that so-and-so is sleeping with the kids' them teacher. I said, bitch, what are you talking about? I said, what the fuck are you talking about? She was like, I'm very in tune. And I think if you in tune, you wouldn't have to think, you would fucking know. I said, why don't you ask her? I said, she's not doing that. She was like, well, you know, and then when I didn't co-sign that, she was like, well, you know, she's like basically trying to say that if they want to build those buildings for like the homeless people or for the low income people, then what about parking? She doesn't care about people. And I was like, girl, I said, why do you care? She was like, no, but I said, why do you care? I said, why is it that every single time we sit down, you always have to talk about this lady? I said, I actually love her. She's actually very amazing. She's a beautiful person. Beautiful soul. So she hugged the teacher, so you think she's fucking the teacher. I said, the next time she come over here, we gonna ask her. She was like, oh, no, we don't have to ask her. You listen, you sitting here talking shit about this lady. You need to talk that shit to her face. So yesterday when we were out and about and the lady was in our face, I was like, so-and-so. She was like, the lady who was talking shit, she was so fucking scared because she thought I was going to say something. But I didn't say nothing. I was just like, leave that fucking lady alone. There's nothing wrong with that lady. That lady ain't doing shit. I don't know why you hating on the lady, but she's hating the lady because this lady is the sweetest fucking lady you will ever fucking meet. You hear me? The sweetest fucking lady you will ever meet. She's cute. She's petite. She got a nice body. She got her husband is a model. Okay? Her husband is a fucking model. This lady, she's a realtor. She worked for one of the top realtors in New York. It's like you're jealous because she's everything you are not. Stop talking about this lady. I'm going to tell her. And she was like, oh, no. I said, I'm telling you, the next fucking time you fix your fucking mouth to tell her something, I'm calling her immediately. I'm not into that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no hater. Leave that fucking lady alone. And then it's so funny because she was sitting there and talking to the lady. And then I came over here and I said, so-and-so. That bitch face was flush. Flush. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna fuck up these people party, you know? But I told her the next time you bring this fucking lady up, and this is one thing, you think all these bad things about her, why you got her at your baby party? You know? So people will be out there and they will bring you and drag you into some bullshit to co-sign their bullshit. That's why you have to stand 10 toes down. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, they want you to co-sign the lie. I was like, nah, she not doing nothing. Leave that fucking lady alone. I knew she was just jealous of her. Just jealous. That's all that was. Because I remember when I first met her ass, I was like, either you just don't know my name or you trying to be fucking funny. She used to be like, Miss America. I used to like, this fucking bitch. Every time. I'm like, I said, do you want to know my name? She said, I know your name. I said, so why do you call me Miss America? Because she said you look like Miss America. Girl, shut up. So I'm like, oh, this bitch is a hater. Because she's all body built. Like, her body looked like, I don't even know who she looked like, child. I don't even, you know who she looked like? I'm going to tell you exactly who she looked like. And I'm not body shaming, but I'm trying to tell you why I can understand now how, you know, don't know self-love. She looked like, remember that lady from Monsters Inc.? She was like Mr. McCloskey. Remember her? And she was the one doing the investigation. She was a supervisor, but she was really like some type of police or something, internal affair. She looked like her, but only thing, it didn't go shaped like that. It was just like boom, boom, boom. It was just like layers. And just, you know? Yeah. So, that's all that was. A whole bunch of hate. And if you saw that lady, she's such a fucking beautiful lady. Her whole spirit, everything about her was amazing. Okay. Let's see. So we can get up out of here, child. How long we been in here? It's fine. I'll give y'all a little bit of time. I got a brunch at like 11:30. And I just got to drop the food off. High Priestess. High Priestess came out twice in this bitch. Set your sights higher. And that's probably what y'all did. Y'all wanted more for yourself. Be open to healing information. Researching, studying, reading up on certain books, like how I came in here and I told y'all the whole thing about how I don't eat certain things. Realizing that we're not supposed to eat certain things. Milk and dairy is not good for your digestive, especially with the eggs. It's not what you need. Certain things you realize you don't need that to eat that to survive. You're just eating it to eat it. Same thing with the meat. How they slaughter your meat, you're gonna ingest and intake all of that. That shit holds energy, memory. High Priestess, harness mystic power. Okay, let's read it. Some of y'all could be Egyptian. Okay. Some of y'all could be readers, or you want to read but you're scared. I don't know what you're scared of. Everybody gets different messages different ways. But you'll find your soul tribe. You will find them. You could be high priestesses. You could be practicing to be this. Very intuitive, highly intuitive. Have a lot of knowledge that you have hidden that needs to be shared. Okay? It says, harness your mystic power. Align with the light and focus on all things positive. The high priestess is a physical embodiment of the divine feminine. What did I say? The goddess in human form. She has many names through time and space, but her essence has remained similar, fierce, powerful, and disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the high priestess was in charge of spiritual and religion orders and was the voice of authority and guidance for the gods. The high priestess in this deck is the consort and partner of the high priest. If you look at them together, they will see they mirror each other's energy. She is joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bastet, who protects her from lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and power. Yeah. Told you. This is absolutely beautiful. And it all comes back to what I said. Somebody saw you as a good lick. Not knowing. They might be used to doing this to other people. But you are actually the divine feminine, a high priestess. You stand in your shit. You don't just talk it. You actually embody it. So they might have thought that shit might have worked on all them other ones who were claiming to be. But you are actually, you know who the fuck you say you are. This is beautiful. Anything else, guys? Let's get one of these. Sacred Forest. You know what I'm seeing in here? I'm seeing the toad. I'm also seeing the I don't know the name offhand, but I'm seeing the lady and she's standing at the forest. I'm also seeing crystals, the crystals in here. I'm seeing the rainbow and something about the willow tree or the wither tree or something like that in a pond with the fairy. I'm also seeing the oh, my head is tingling. I'm also seeing the I'm seeing orbs. I'm also seeing the what is that? I'm seeing the girl, she's walking, she has on blue or purple or something. She's walking in the forest like I don't know what that is, but I'm seeing her walking in the forest. I feel like I'm seeing new beginnings. I'm seeing the phoenix. That's what I think she's called, the phoenix. All right, let's tap in. And we gonna be out. My legs. I hurt my neck, my back. I'm hungry now. You know what I noticed? Come on, get my likes up, y'all, in the chat. You know what I noticed? You know how some people put people in timeout? I just blocked them from the channel. Let them go make another fake page. Freedom. 13. Sanctuary. Eagle spirit. Let me shuffle up a little bit. The chat just stopped moving. Letting go. Spirit of the guardian. You could have started looking at something from a higher perspective. You guys could work better at night. Or you probably haven't been able to be sleep. Something could have played on your mental. But once you released it, you're good. Toad. Didn't I tell you I saw the toad? That's growth. Power. Change. And joy. These cards are so beautiful. Transformation. And this is what I told you. I seen the lady in the forest. Grace. All right, let's go. And that's it. I think I went through. There's another oracle I want to go through. The truth. Where'd y'all go? The chat just stopped moving. I don't know. All right, let's get one of these. I'm hungry now. Prosperity, bee spirit. Yeah. It's time to get to your money, honey. New beginnings. All right, let's read the bee spirit. Some of you guys could have just got a new job or about to start a new job. Sacred forest. Prosperity is yours. I told you. It says, in the meadow, the flowers are heady with their sweet scents. Bees flit from flower to flower, their drowning sounding like the combined chants of thousand monks. As you watch, you can sense their focus on productivity and working in community. The results of their industry is golden amber honey. This card can be a wonderful sign that abundance and sweet energy is coming your way. And when I first came in here and I saw the 3838 and it said hard times are over and new beginnings are approaching. Rewind it. Okay. It can also be a card of productivity and organization. So if you have been indecisive, disorganized, and unfocused, this card can mean that it's time to focus, reprioritize your life. Have you been too busy with nothing to show for all your work? Decide what is most important and take steps into those directions. To activate the prosperity you desire, this card also signifies that it's time to work hard. Be willing to put in time and energy, and your goals will be attained. Your efforts will pay off. Bees work together, so also consider whose energy aligns with yours and how you might collaborate to achieve your desires. By doing this, good fortune will ensue. Throughout history, bees and their productivity are admired because they bring us honey, which is associated with the sweetness of life, nourishment, and wealth. Honey is also associated with gold in many legends. The message Bee Spirit brings is that with diligence work, you will gain gold. Tap in. I'm trying to tell y'all. So I hope that was helpful, y'all. Let's get one of these. I remember this deck used to scare the shit out of me, and then I got the big one. I'm seeing the snake in here. And I'm seeing the, oh my God, what's that name? I'm seeing the snake in here. The snake, and I'm seeing the, oh my gosh, she looked like a tribal. She has something on her eye. If I see her, I'll know who she is. Oh shit, look, curse at the bottom of the deck. And you know what I'm gonna do? Oh bitch, look, I cannot make it up. But this is not the one I was seeing. I was seeing the other one that looked like a cobra. The rainbow. A lot of rainbows. You guys could be of the LGBT, or you could just like colors, or maybe it's just a lucky time. Your fortune, your prosperity is en route. Let me do this. I'm hungry. Let me scan this. So when the card come up, I can it ain't doing it. Oh shit. Can't do it. It's not doing it. I'm just gonna have to Mystic Oracle deck. Look up the definition. Okay. Let's see how it all ties in together. And look, 1257, 1212 in the chat. So at 1111 and 1212. So y'all going in, y'all moving up in energy. Okay, let's see what we get. Heart of the sky. The council. Lightning. Yeah, these cards are so fucking beautiful. Soul retrieval. All right, last card to close out. Oh, this card was, 2 cards was down here. Rainbow and serpent. Stand still. Some of y'all tired of standing still. Or you need it to. Oh, shit. Ancient ones. I have bought the big deck, but I think I'm going to keep that for myself. To do my own, like, readings. Jaguar. Jaguar fell out. Water fell out. The owl energy fell out. Middle of the world fell out. And ancient ones. So you guys could be ancient beings. Hey, mama. Priestess. Mama priestess. Mama phoenix. Some of y'all could be priestesses. Thank you, love. I only want 1 card, Most High. You got the Pro, the Eagle, and the Vision Quest here. So let's just tap in. Okay, 1 card. Oh, 2 came out again. Holy Mountain and Spiral. I only want 1, Most High. 1. Thank you. 1. Okay, 1. The giveaway. Nice. 23. So let's read it. Let's read it. That says the giveaway 23, right? My phone is so slow, y'all. Oh, God. Oh my God, this phone is so slow. My throat, y'all. It's just like a tickle. What y'all got going on? And this thing is such a small print. The giveaway. $46 could be significant. You just woke up. We've been here for a minute. You're going to have to rewind. And see if I have my iPad. I have an iMac, but if I have my iPad, I could have edited this whole part out, you know? Yeah. We almost there, y'all. Y'all just disappeared. Okay, the giveaway. We right here now. All right. It says the giveaway is a gift you offer to life without attachments, without expecting anything back. You can only give. Oh, come on. Basically, it's a gift. Okay. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm like, did I touch something? This shit is weird. I don't know. Basically, it's a gift, y'all. You gotta give yourself. This could even be the universe giving you this gift with this sudden wealth here. And maybe some of y'all need to move out of that energy where you might be expecting too much. And that's what keeps you in a loop. Things are hard because you want something suddenly. But you got to put in that work, because we did hear the High Priestess and the Bee. So some of y'all might want some type of microwavable results, and you don't want to do the fucking work. And Spirit's like, we'll give you whatever it is that you want, but things are going to take time. And maybe move out of the energy where stop expecting so much. Because that's how you know when you're in your purpose, certain things will just come to you. You won't have to want or need for anything. So you could be realizing that something you're doing is not what you're supposed to be doing, because it's not bearing any fruit. Or maybe you just haven't put in enough time in order to reap these benefits, you know? Yeah. It's just like a job. When you start working there, you're working, you've been going to work, but you have to accumulate a certain amount of hours to be able to get paid time off or 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So just hold fast. Arrow, yeah. I feel like y'all right on target. I wanted to show y'all that woman I was seeing in here. There go the snake again, another snake, but that's not who I was seeing. I was seeing this big black cobra looking one, or python. Excuse me. I want to show y'all her. I hope this is the deck. Maybe I was, no, this is it, I think. And then we're gonna go. We've been on here long enough. Watch it be all the way in the front. Maybe this wasn't the deck, y'all, because I don't see it. Damn. Did I take all of them out the box? Well, this isn't it. So what is that I'm seeing? What deck is that? That I'm seeing that face. I'm seeing that face, and they have black hair. I think they have arrows in their hair or feathers. And she got like a little black thing like right here. What deck is that? Or maybe it's a deck I'm going to come across. Damn, what deck is that? Do I have that deck? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Yeah, look at the star card. Somebody's no longer tethered to you. You control all the strings. Okay? You're gonna only allow who you want to be able to energetically connect with you. Although we are all connected, some way, somehow, you just know certain chords that you don't need to be attached to any longer. Who you need to be working with. Who you need to be giving. Having more discernment. Listening to your intuition. Learning from the past with this Six of Cups here. You got the High Priestess twice. Okay? Yeah, learning from those past mistakes and not allowing your past to hold you back. Putting in the work. Okay? Not expecting anything to just come to you. Faith without works is dead. You know, you heard that saying. Yeah, manifesting what you need. Stop allowing people to come in and mess up your energy and be able to pull from you, or I'm about to say mimic. I don't know why mimic. Or manipulate you in any way, shape, or form, because they might have known like something that happened to you in your childhood and being able to use that against you. You know what I'm saying? For real. So this shit go a long way, and we started here with this Nourish Your Temple. So it all starts with you healing your body, because your body will tell you before anything. You know how it go, especially women. That woman's intuition, hell yeah. Whether that's your ear ringing, y'all might even need to start listening more. I told y'all this a couple of readings back though. You could hear people chanting. You could be hearing drums. You could hear bees. You can hear from you know, afar. You could even like hear sickness in people. That's dope. You could hear vibrations and stuff. I told y'all when I sleep, I go like this. And it's not that I don't have, you know, like Alzheimer's or anything. It's just you could feel yourself vibrating. Wow, this is so dope. I love this for y'all. I hope this was helpful. And you know I have the book in there. True, I don't want to get up. And look, you see how she's reaching for the gift? It's like you don't even have to reach. Spirit's just going to give it to you. Just continue doing the work. And even if this is like your channel or something, where you're feeling like you're putting out, and you're not seeing no results. I was putting out for a while, but you have to let the algorithm get to know you, you know? So when these people come in here and they be trying to troll you and stuff, and you're like, thank you for letting the algorithm know you fuck with your girl. You know what I'm saying? Don't get upset. No reason for you to get upset. They want to change your energy signature, but you can't allow them to do that. People will try to disturb you at all costs, but if you allow it, then they got you, you know? Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. I used to get upset and mad and shit. And it's like, why the fuck are you mad? This your shit. Like, you gonna allow anybody to come into your house and fuck up your shit? Yeah. So, apply that the same way when you on your channel. You wouldn't allow anybody into your space or your home to alter the energy of your home. So why would you allow it if you do have a channel? Just keep working, put in that work. Your hard work will pay off. But I love y'all. I will see y'all later. I don't know if I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go give these people this food. I'm gonna get me something to eat. See what my baby wanna eat. Where's this deck at? Seeing what my baby want to eat. And that's it. I might come back on because I don't have anything else to do for the day. We on vacation, bitch. Let me stop. We on vacation. No more repeating the past. Let that shit go. A lot of y'all past is holding y'all back because y'all too worried about what this one might say or how this one might feel. They're not thinking about you. And even if they are, who cares? Who cares, you know? Stop holding space for people who don't matter anymore. Okay? Stop holding space for people who do no longer matter in your life. Your chapter. That was a long, long time ago. You know, whatever it may mean for you. These cards are so beautiful. Maybe you guys draw. You could have a tattoo that looks like that. I'm going to go in that crate and see what other decks I have that I haven't used in a while. And marriage. Remember, marriage was the first card out. And we're switching it back. Yeah, this one. You have one on your arm? That's dope. I'm too scared to get no tattoos, but I really want to get one. I really want to get one, but I'm scared. That's the only pain I don't feel like I need to. I'm willing to, You know? Yeah. Yeah, it was a rose. And then it kind of like spiraled down. Nice. It has your mom's name. That's what's up. That's what's up. And that's it, guys. That's all I have, folks. I will see y'all later. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have an amazing day. Even better afternoon. I hope it's abundant, productive, happy, healing, informative, progressive, all things wonderful. And even if anything does come that's out of your control, I hope you have enough strength to endure. Okay? I'll talk to y'all later. I wanted to ask y'all something. I forgot. I said I was sitting at that place and I said I'm going to ask them something. I don't know. I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Toodles. Mama Phoenix, start your channel. Start going on your channel. Okay? All right. Toodles 660 in the chat. Wait, what is this? Let me see this. All right. Talk to y'all later. Post more on your channel. Talk to y'all later. Toodles.